Hey, what's up, everyone? Can you hear me? Hello. What's up, Isabel? Info. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to set up the stupid interviews to get going. What's new? Anybody even here? Dude, it's hot today, man. It's real hot today. I'm about to go to the gym in a minute. Anyway, what's up, Isabel? How you doing? What's new, guys? Julian just called me. I wish he knew how to work the phones better because I would have had him come on here. What's up, Isabel? John, what's up, bud? Rudy, how you doing? Does anyone remember what interview we stopped on last time? I don't remember. So if anyone remembers, I would really appreciate that. I can't remember where we were. What's up, Joe? How you doing? At gym? Okay. Oh, wait. Where the hell? Yeah, I gotta remember which gym it was. I'm trying. Oh yeah, it was past that. Past that. Did we get to? Oh yeah, we did Mississippi.
Your face.
Were we here yet? Do you guys know? See, we already saw these though. That's what I'm confused about. Is this the Mississippi one we saw, or is this our second one? Do you remember? Man, I'm stupid. I can't remember anything. Um, we saw this one. That's what I thought. Did we see this one? I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. We did? All right. Did we see Megan? I forgot to find out which one. Hold on. All right, we did see her. Oh, this one here. Okay. I think it's this one right here, right? How's everybody doing? Uh, Dude, people really thought I posted that thing about my air conditioner breaking because they thought I was trying to raise money that way. That hit me by surprise, man. I try to never ask you guys for money. I appreciate when you send it, but that just hit me by surprise. I didn't even when I got onto the live stream, everyone was talking about, I was asking for money with the donation for my car. I'm like, what the fuck? I was just kind of letting you know what happened. All right, you guys want me to start it now? I am going to go to the gym in a little bit, but I am going to start it. Oh, I am definitely hitting the road after Dominique's wedding, Jesus Christ, her funeral. I've been bullshitting too long. Not bullshit, letting my eyes get healed, but I got to get out there and start doing stuff. No, yeah, I get it, but people are nosy with this stuff. Whenever people ask, I show how much money I make on here. It's not about money here with me. That's why it's like, it's just weird. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, I don't ask for money to buy cars, or I don't have minor heart attacks and start GoFundMe's to raise thousands of dollars off of my followers. That's not me. All right, I'm going to get started now. We'll just start watching.
I guess the drug of choice because it was the one I was physically addicted to.
Okay.
He's a good support system, and I have two sisters, but one's in Raleigh in Delaware, and the other one I forgot where I think Ohio or Ohio.
All right.
So
Well, so if you do get sober and your brother's doing sober, you maybe get back with him, talk to him. That it's always good to have sober support, especially with people that you care about and stuff like that.
Right.
Do you have a phone or anything like that, or do you have a way for me to contact you?
I don't have a phone now, but the guy that I live with has a phone. I can give you his number.
Okay, just so I can keep in touch and find out if you do go to rehab or whatever, I can bring you stuff like that.
Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. It's been about a 10-minute interview. I appreciate taking the time to talk to me. And you said I can stop in when I see you again and talk to you and stuff?
Most definitely.
G has an appointment. She'll be here around 11:45, and she'll be here soon. What's up, Rebecca? How you doing?
All right, and I wish you luck. I hope you do go to detox soon.
Thank you.
I hope I can bring you some stuff to detox soon.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
All right.
All right, I'm sitting here with Samantha. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You just want to tell me a little bit about where you're from, how old you are, stuff like that?
I'm 43. From Delray, New Jersey. That's where I grew up anyway, from New Jersey, Burlington County.
Okay.
And 43 years old, get old.
How old were you when you started using hard drugs?
17.
And what was your drug of choice back then?
Was mostly, I guess, the drug of choice because it was the one I was physically addicted to.
Okay.
The other drugs were always kind of in there, but I didn't have to have them.
Right. Right, because of the physical.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a little bit off the air, but not. Here's good now is
Yeah, that's literally all it was. I didn't realize it was over $1,000 to get refrigeration or air conditioner. I thought it was going to be like an $80 Freon, charge or something like that. That's why I posted it. You're right. I was just surprised at how freaking much it cost. I'm glad I have money saved up to pay off stuff like that, in case of emergencies. But yeah.
So you were part of like the original brown heroin.
Yeah.
And
God, I haven't seen brown heroin in so long.
So
and if you get it, it's
probably cut anyway, right? Or do you even feel the normal fentanyl?
You don't,
because of how strong the fentanyl is?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I remember the dopage. I don't know if you remember that. Like, you used to get dopage. Like, you don't get that. Like, the pupils. I actually seen some the other day, and I was like, wow, their pupils look like an opiate. It's an opiate. Like, their eyes.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore either. Like, the pin. Like, that used to be something I used to be able to tell if my boyfriend was getting high. I would be able to look at his pupils.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't.
Wow, that's the first like you said, the loved one was always look at your pupils.
Yeah, your pupils.
Heroin, it was a dead giveaway.
Yep, they were pinned, and now that doesn't happen anymore. It's weird.
Wow. Did you notice when the switch to fentanyl started happening, or like were you guys already hooked on it by the time you realized what was going on?
Well, I remember because I used to shoot up then, and I remember mixing it, and it was clear, and I was like, this is beat. Like, I thought we got beat for our money, and they were, and my boyfriend's like, no, it must be just pills or something like that.
Right.
And that was like, but the switch over was like right around then. I actually came out.
Hey guys, real quick, did you guys see this video here? Hold on. Oh shit. Did you guys see this video when it came out? Well, it went like really viral yesterday or a couple of days ago, and that elementary school is like right in Kensington. I just think it's cool to show, you know, that there's actual families living down there and stuff like that. It was just, you know, that school is right in the heart of Kensington, so I think it's important to show that there's, you know, young kids and families down there just trying to live life around all that stuff. Did you? I haven't seen her. You know, her one of her family members. I don't know if it was you or I don't know who it was. Reached out and asked if I've seen her. I have not seen her again, so I don't know.
That was like 7 years ago, maybe.
It was like almost exactly 7 years ago.
Yeah, and I lived out here, and when I went back to New Jersey, the withdrawal was so bad, and I was like, wow, like that's a difference from here to there. They had not gotten to the trank or the
so you tried to use the.
So I was here using, and then when I went over there, I started to use their dope, and it was mostly still brown dope over there.
Oh, so it wasn't.
So I was going through like fentanyl withdrawal.
Wow.
So like I went from like over here, like it was just weird. The difference was big, and then like I started to see it over there. I'm like, wow. I started talking about fentanyl, and then it started to come in there.
Yeah, no, it was almost. It'll be like pretty much like 7 years in April that I got clean, and while I was in rehab is when people started dropping left and right from the fentanyl. Yeah. So it's just about 7 years when it started getting introduced here.
Because I remember like a lot of people died. Like they were dying a lot. A lot of people were dying.
Oh yeah, so 3 of my friends died while I was in rehab. Like, you know, and they were all in the same car together.
Wow.
So they must, you know, they went and got a hot batch, and so I got that news while I was still in rehab. So I was like, oh man, and you know what I mean. And then it just kept getting worse, and it's just wild what's going on.
What's weird is I thought I could handle this withdrawal a little bit better than that withdrawal, because that withdrawal, there's something like the irritation in your legs.
Yeah, like
you don't get that with fentanyl withdrawal.
And stuff like that.
Yes.
You don't get that?
No.
Wow.
You don't get that. Like I can actually sit here still, my legs won't be jumping. Now I might have other feelings that I can't handle, but that particular side effect was the worst for me.
That was literally the worst part of having withdrawal. When you're laying in bed and your leg moving around, you're ready to.
Oh, it was horrible, and I used to I couldn't handle it. So it was weird. Like when I started to withdraw from the fentanyl, I didn't get that. So when I would get locked up, I could almost handle it to the withdrawal in jail because I could sleep still.
Oh wow, that's
because I could kind of like you can almost sleep on the fentanyl withdrawal, like if you get some medication.
Yeah, because that ain't happening with the opiate one though.
No, and even with the medicine, you didn't sleep.
Yeah.
So with this.
So when people asked me what my favorite interview was, it was definitely her. We got along so well. I would talk to her off camera for like an hour at a time. We would just sit and bullshit, and she was just one of them people I can talk to very good. So people ask me a lot, like, what was your, I don't know, favorite interview, but like the person it felt easiest to talk to was definitely her.
though, other things happen. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I never used to shit in myself in the jail.
So explain. You might be the 15th person that talks about shitting themselves in the withdrawal phase.
Yeah, like
or
that's
well,
the
they'll
thing.
wake up sick and then already shit themselves. Or
Yeah,
something
that's what
like
happens. Like I'm sleeping, I'm like knocked out, and then I wake up and I can't handle it. Like I'm going to the bathroom and I'm like puking up, I'm shitting and puking, and I'm like, I never had that.
that. Yeah, I could always at least make it to the bathroom.
Yeah. And then I'm out of it too. I'm almost because the girls in the jail cell tell me like I'm kind of not with it.
Like lethargic.
Yeah,
almost,
like
right? Yeah.
like I don't even remember it going on. Like I'm kind of knocked out, I guess, from maybe like the medicine they gave me.
Sure.
But they said I'm like standing in the cell like butt naked, like with my clothes off because I done went to the bathroom on them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like standing there and they're like, they want me out of their cell.
Sure. Yeah. They probably
Yeah.
think you're some crazy lady naked shitting everywhere. I
Yeah,
get that.
pretty much. And I'm like, and by the time I wake up and realize what I did, I'm like, oh my God, this is not happening.
Right. Yeah, man, that's why I hear so many horror stories about the withdrawal from fentanyl.
Yeah,
now.
especially in jail. 'cause
Now it's. Would you say it's worse now? Is the withdrawal worse for you than the regular, or is it just a different set of?
I mean, when I think about how I could handle it, I don't know if I can handle it more now because I'm older and I just don't let myself get there.
Okay. Yeah.
So now I do more. I think like what I wouldn't have done back then. I kind of will do it right now.
Yeah.
Because I just can't get sick.
Just don't want to get sick.
There's like no sickness.
Yeah.
anymore.
No, I hear you.
Like I start to get even like there. Like I don't even let myself go that many hours.
Right.
You know.
Now
I'm like,
a couple hours that's all it takes for the withdrawal
Yeah.
to kick in now, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's quicker with the fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, and I smoke it. That's another new thing.
Yeah. And now people are doing that to avoid the sores. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I did it because my boyfriend overdoses all the time.
Okay.
So that was like the only way that we could get high or could do anything without him ODing.
Right.
So we started smoking in New Jersey. We were probably like the only person that smoked it in New Jersey. When we came here, everybody was smoking it.
Yeah.
And then we found out about the sores. So now, but I will say this much. I have a cough that I haven't gotten rid of.
Okay.
And my voice is really weird.
Okay.
It just sounds different. I know it's weird.
A
Like
little more gravelly or something.
like and this is weird, but I only notice it just when I moan.
Okay.
So I don't do that anymore. I don't moan because it sounds weird. It's not my voice. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So
it almost like
you can notice a difference.
yeah. So
Wow.
I'm like, so I'm hoping it's not the trank doing something to my throat.
Yeah, that's the next thing I was going to ask you about was the trank. Now, did you notice when they started putting that in?
Mm-hmm.
And now, did you like the feeling of it?
I did then.
Okay.
Because at that time in my life, I wanted to sleep.
Okay.
Just my life is different now.
Right.
Then I was more depressed of a person, and I like to sleep, and that knocked me out.
So that was probably perfect for
It
you.
was. I would just sleep. I would do a bag and sleep all day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, now I don't. I try to stay away from it as much as possible. Like,
Yeah.
For one, you knock you out, you just fall out.
Yeah.
Like you hardly ever see me not out. But when I get that, I can hardly walk on the app. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, no, I
like to
seen
hold it
you
together.
because I saw you and I asked you about the interview, and then I seen you maybe 2 days later, and you were hired, and I mean it was.
It was probably the day that I got tranked. Then.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just like, I looked and I was like, "Are you all right?" And you're like, and I was like, "All right."
Yeah, like I would, like if I get it, like I don't even remember those
And
days.
I see you down here a lot, and you're always with it. Like,
Yeah.
So it was weird to see you like that.
Yeah, the trank just puts you out. And then, like, I seen somebody shoot it one time, and the bubble that popped up from it, oh my God, it was horrible. Like, she must have missed, but I never
okay.
seen anything like that.
Really?
I'm like, oh my God. I
So-
mean, it doesn't even, just, it's purple. Like,
Yeah.
there's something not right about the shit that's out here.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I started this. Like, if it was just regular heroin out here, I'd just like, go out, go have fun, do your heroin, smoke some crack. But this was like,
And then I remembered that we are buying drugs off kids or men, just people that they go. They're not really like
they're not scientists.
Yes, they're not like weighing this out, and
No.
I never thought about that until recently, where I was like, wow, they just put whatever in there,
Yeah.
and we trust these people that I don't even trust with my money on day to day.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even, but we're trusting with their lives.
And with as deadly as fentanyl is, that's scary,
Yeah.
Especially with the samples, because every time I hear samples come out, I usually have to use a couple Narcans.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
at least 2 I'll have to use.
Yeah, I like there is Narcan. Thank God for Narcan, I'll be honest,
Yeah.
because like a lot of people would Like, sometimes, the last time I lived here, I Narcan somebody every day.
Yeah.
Now that's when the fentanyl just came out.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't really Narcan that many people anymore. I haven't.
Well, it seems like
I would love nothing more than to see Samantha out sober and doing good. Her crack addiction is one of the most it's amazing how much how far she is into her crack addiction. It's bad. I would love for her to get off the streets. I'm kind of I don't know. I got to see it first, but man, this is it's hard to watch this because I just seen this was a while ago. This was like probably a year ago. You could just see them declining. As the progression of these interviews happen. I care about Samantha a lot. I hope she does get sober.
people that are using every day now have a little bit of a tolerance to the fentanyl.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
that's
it
what
must be
happens.
something like that. Because if I would do with 7 years not touching opiate, if I did this stuff, I'd probably fall over dead
Yeah,
right
you
away.
would. That's the thing. People, that's one thing that's scary about fentanyl, because when they go away,
Yeah.
they come home, like, I think a lot of people, they are a little bit more skeptical now about going back.
Yeah.
Because they know as soon as they touch it, you're definitely going to overdose.
Well, that's what Jess just called me this morning from Valley Forge, and we were talking, and she was like, even if I did want to go out, she's like, I'm probably gonna die if I do. She's like,
Yeah.
it's like a death sentence now. She's like, I've been away from it for 6 weeks now. She's like, I don't even,
Like, it's like, oh, so hard. I like to clean. I like being clean.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
You said you had a good amount of clean time.
Like, I was on methadone. That's the one
Right,
thing.
but
So,
hey, that's clean in my eyes. I don't care. It's better than this shit.
It is better. Like, well, I'm gonna say it's not better for me now.
Mm-hmm.
It was then. Like, now I don't want to be hooked. I don't want to be on methadone either.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get off of it, I'm just gonna kick it off.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I don't know what I'm.
So I just oh shit.
My life really.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like my
just
son's
saw.
on his own.
Sorry, I just saw her a couple days ago. She's still definitely out there. I wish she was off the streets too, but as of like last week, she was definitely.
He's got his life. I'm kind of bored, and I just fell back into old habits.
Yeah, and you were saying, and it was good you were honest with yourself about it. You're pretty much okay with where you're at right now. Not okay, but
I don't like the circumstances of being homeless right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because it wasn't just about the using where I became homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Somewheres I fucked up because I was actually using about 3 years before I became homeless, and I was doing great. I had money saved. I was working. My life was really manageable and good.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did something. I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong there.
well, when you're in like that cycle of active addiction, it just takes one or two little fuck ups, and it's so
it overwhelms
hard.
you.
Yeah, and then you get back out. It's because all your money's going to the drugs, or
Yeah.
So
I will say that Kensington though is something different. Like in New Jersey, I went and got my drugs, and I don't know if it's the fentanyl, the heroin, or trank, but I did it in the morning, and then I was good for the day. Here, that's all it is drugs.
yeah,
All day, every day, getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high,
Yeah.
trick, getting high. It's like nothing
Yeah.
else. Like I forgot what. It's like I'm in another world, honestly. Like I don't know what it's like to do regular things anymore.
yeah. Jess said that too with the trank and how short, or in effect how short the withdrawal is. It's like you just have to stay on go mode.
Yep. And if you're not, it's like you go fall back, and I'll find myself out here sick, trying to get $5 just to get through the day,
Yeah.
to get through an hour to where I can make the money to get.
Yeah. To make the real money to feel good.
Yeah. So it's like I'm kind of like burning out here, to where I'm like, all right, I gotta somehow find either a happy medium or realize that there's never going to be one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's happy mediums with hard drugs, but
Yeah.
it's different for everyone though.
And there might not be. Like how I started to get back on heroin is I started to do crystal meth.
Oh, okay.
And crystal meth.
Now, were you still on the methadone at the time when you started to crystal?
I had, yeah.
Okay.
And
No, that's
because
how
methadone it depressed me and it made me down like a lot, so I did the crystal meth to get awake.
Sure.
Which it did. The they always say that we do drugs because it does help us at first.
Yeah.
And it did. It woke me up, and I needed to be awake because I was so like losing my whole life.
Right.
To like sleeping, and so crystal meth at first it was the best thing ever. You know what I mean? It's one of those drugs that's like.
It's like a wonder drug, in the beginning almost. I mean,
like, that's a false sense of reality that we don't realize then. And everybody, my boyfriend would tell me, "Yeah, you have no clue about this, Samantha. Like, this is one drug you better respect." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And then now I don't even really touch it because
it's weird that you can get meth in Kensington to me.
on every corner.
Yeah, that was never like that.
Yeah, I'm
before.
like, God, it's ruining the game now because that's what I did in Georgia. I sold meth.
Yeah.
And out here, it's like. It's everywhere. You know,
that's pretty recent too, though, right? Because that was not when I was here. You had to go to the boys on the Harley Davidsons to get meth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You had to go to a country bar to find that shit. You know.
And now it's like, and you know, even that they're like mixing other things with that. That's like trash now too.
Well, one of the girls I was talking to, her friend just died from smoking crack because they put fentanyl in it, and he never did it before.
A lot of people. That's happened to a lot of people that they only smoke crack, and then you hear that they overdose, and I'm like, they didn't even get high on dope. Yeah. So a friend of mine, so the crack is like a new thing for me.
Yeah, you said what, last couple of years?
No, just like 6 months.
Oh wow. Okay, you're in the honeymoon phase with crack still.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I can get high from right now.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know why. I just smoke crack and gamble. It's really
that's what you were saying too out there. Your gambling habits.
That is crazy.
That and crackers, and we were talking, and you were kind of in agreement with that. The feeding from crack can get worse than.
Yeah, like they definitely put these machines in Kensington for a reason. I will say that much.
100%.
Because like, and it's so weird. Like as I'm talking.
You're talking about the slot machine.
Slots, and I'm realizing how many addictions are really out here. Like there's so much. That they take from the people out here too, because really, like, you don't need these machines out here. You got a bunch of drug addicts, and they're just piling all their money into these. I mean, money. So much of my money goes into them.
Yeah, that's
wild. I'm like, I wonder why I'm homeless. Like, how would I ever get out of this position if I keep doing what I'm doing now? I guess like easy money, easy go. It's like, you know, but I'll do that before. I'll go in like a store waiting to get my crack, and they tell me 10 minutes. While I'm in there waiting that 10 minutes, I spend it all. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I didn't even get the rock.
Damn.
And I'm like,
now you're broke and mad.
And now I'm broke and mad. And then I'm like, now I'm about to start getting sick. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I'll walk out of the stores. I'm always on that one on Ontario, like across from Ontario.
Yeah.
I'll cry. Like I'll be crying. I just spent $150 in there. That's like a couple times a day sometimes.
Damn. And the crazy thing about those machines is they're not regulated. So you are guaranteed you're getting ripped off at those places.
And I didn't realize that at first, but then one day they were going to the machine to fix something, and like the setup came up, and it says max $250. And I'm like, wow, they set a limit on us. Yeah. So like, they can change that. Whenever they want. So like I'm like, so there's some days like I hit good in there, and then there's like days I just don't, and it takes everything I got. And I'm like, oh my God.
I have like an anxiety attack from gambling now. I used to love it. I told you off air, my brother's a degenerate with it, and I have panic attacks watching him gamble his money.
Wait a second. Are you already bitching about the heat? What the absolute fuck? It's been fucking cold for 8 months. I love the summer. Please don't tell you want it to go away already. This is Samantha.
My boyfriend said to me this morning, if you can't,
like, it literally just got hot last week. Gee, what the hell?
gamble, you will ruin everything. Yeah. Like when it's like time, like basically when like if we have no money and we're in a situation where he's waiting for me, or like our spot, like right now they just like bulldoze the spot we were staying at.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you next to that. So okay.
So like. Right. He's right now he's holding our cat.
Oh, okay.
Because we had to move, and now we have a kitten. Well, now he's like 6 months old, and he's like walking around holding our cat. And he's like, "Listen, do not gamble, because I'm waiting for you, and like you need to come right back." And I'm like, "I'll be there." And in my head, I'm thinking like, "All right, I'm not gonna gamble, but let me walk into that store, and I will."
Right.
And he'll come up there with
people
the cat.
Don't understand how bad a gambling addiction can get.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like,
so would you say that's worse than your crack addiction right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I spent.
Just the compulsiveness of the gambling.
The compulsiveness and to not like, and the amount of money that I spend, like I can buy one rock, you know what I mean, and that'll last me for 100 hours worth. I just put in that machine.
Yeah, because all you're doing is hitting that button.
And I'm just sitting there like, I go out, take a hit, go back in, and it's like the adrenaline rush. You do get like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, 100% you do.
As soon as I take that hit, I'm like, all of a sudden I feel like I can win. You ever? I don't know when you got high if you felt like you could find money.
Yeah.
Well, that's the sense. That's exactly how I feel. Like I used to, like walk around like looking on the ground for money and shit or whatever. Yeah. Now I go right to the machine.
Yeah, man. Like I said, my brother, I'd watch him put $500 in one of them things, and like I almost shit my pants just watching him do it.
Oh my god!
I can't.
500 can make you a lot of money though.
Oh, I know. Dude, there's times when he'll leave the bar with $8,000 in his pocket.
Oh my god!
He'll have to go back the next day because the bar won't have enough money on him or whatever. It's like, I mean, it looks good, but I just my anxiety drives me nuts.
The thing is, like, I remember when the first time I ever went to a casino, they gave me free play, and even though that day I do remember like almost putting it back though, because I won like $60, and I was like, my brother's like, nah, let's hold that, you know what I mean? And I was like going to play it, but
Rudy, you know what's crazy about so Vietnam, right, and Ukraine. War right now in Ukraine, it's still the same fucking Cold War. That is so wild to me that we're still messing around with this crap. My dad was in Vietnam too. He was a master helmsman on a nuclear submarine. Yeah, man, those people, they were getting spit on, and that is disgusting what happened to these soldiers when they came home. I agree, 100%.
I stopped because I'm like, no way, this is free money.
Right.
But now I'm like, I'll take that 60 and go anywhere.
Let's double it. Let's try and double it.
That's all it's about. Just try to come up. Well, that's why I do it, I think, because I don't want to have to date. I don't want to have to go.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, oh, that's like a come up. Yeah. Sometimes I put $1 in there and I walk out with $100 and some. Wow. Yeah. Like if I get the spins on like that first $1.
Yeah. So I mean I don't think any rational woman wants to go on dates, so I can understand why you'd want to, on a Hail Mary, like put some money in the machine and instead of having to go with some strange dude, and even this can be dangerous, especially.
Yeah, I'll even tell a date, can I get $1 so I can get a drink first? And then I run in there with that $1.
Yeah,
and then I come out without a drink.
We better hope those prices aren't still in Vietnam, because I might never fucking leave. I don't know. I probably for a while. I gotta go to the gym, but I don't know. Your generation was really fucking screwed because of this war. I agree, man. It was, it was bad. I agree. Yeah, I might never leave Vietnam. $2 hookers. What the?
Smoke.
What's that? We don't smoke in here.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll pay you.
I don't do drugs in here. I'm so sorry.
I'm getting interviewed.
You said it was drugs.
Oh.
Oh God, you're doing an interview.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll pay you. Yeah. That's so funny. They're like, oh God, you're doing an interview. Yeah. I knew she was gonna ask something because
I saw her face when she was walking up. I could see she wanted that.
Well, it's hard to get
I thought she was gonna ask to do an interview, but what, the wind out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely.
Well,
you definitely will ruin your high.
Yeah, well, two girls have left like crack pipes in here before.
Well, that's so one thing that will fall out of your pocket.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I smoke crack for you. I know. But I'm trying.
I get so mad when I get to the set and I'm like, I can buy my rock, and then I go over.
So this girl Samantha will talk to me about she will like do dates, get all this money together, and just put it all in those lottery, not the lot, it's the like those what are those, the video poker machines that are all over the city. She cannot keep money in her pocket, and she said it's almost more it's harder to her to not gamble than it is to smoke crack, which is saying something about gambling, how hard it can be. That's up to you guys. I'm gonna go to the gym soon. If you guys want to come on here and talk, I don't care. It's up to y'all. What's up, honeybees? How you doing? Eagle Mom, how you doing? Dude, so one of my favorite rappers, he's a goofy white guy from New York City, R.A. the Rugged Man. And he's got this song called Uncommon Valor. It's all about that. It's such a good song. It's crazy.
I'm like, oh, the fucking crack pipe must have fell in the car. And I'm like, I've gone in the back of people's car and there's the crack pipes right there. And I'm like, wow, is this yours? And I'm like, I feel bad for like their wife or whoever gets in the car.
Well, that's the thing. Like I haven't touched crack in 7 years. You know what I mean? I look down and like I'm in Ben Salem in Bucks County. I'm like, I get pulled over. I probably go to jail for 10 years for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, what the hell?
I do try to check the people's cars because that's the one thing I don't know why it slips out.
Now, what do you? So you said that your living thing just got bulldozed. What were you, like in a tent?
We like tarped the area, like we tarped it, so kind of like a tent, but it was made of tarps.
Okay.
Down on like under the 95 bridge, under the overpass.
Yeah. So I almost walked down there, to see if I could talk to people, interview people down there. I almost did that because when you get off, well, no, I'm thinking of different. Is that the one with the 95 near Aramingo?
It's on Richmond Street. Richmond.
Oh, I think it's a different
the one like well, Aramingo is like one closer. So Richmond's even further, like it's a little bit more down, like where the Allegheny.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm thinking. Let me blow it. But if you get off the Aramingo Ave exit, you can see down in the woods. There's a big encampment down there.
Yeah.
A bunch of tents, and I was thinking about going down there to talk, but. So you guys have nothing to sleep in now, right?
No, so yeah, we had to take what we could take right at that moment. So forgot about the tarps. Yeah. To be honest, like I forgot at that moment. Like I'm getting the clothes, whatever I could take. I took, and he's holding our cat. Yeah. Because we have the cat. We can't leave our cat.
Can't leave the cat, man. I love cats.
Oh God,
I love cats.
And he's like really attached. So, well, he is definitely attached because he mostly stays back there. He's not like Kensington at all.
Right.
So he's like,
maybe one of the people that watch this, I know they're gonna want to send you cat food and stuff. I already know that, but maybe I'll get you guys a tent through this. Yeah. Something like that.
And we actually were hooked to the billboard, so we had electric.
Oh wow.
So we had an electric heater, and I had a heated blanket.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, a heating pad.
Wow.
Which when you're out here in the cold,
even
a heating pad will work.
Yeah.
If you can get the electric, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that electric. The last abando I was in before I got clean, we snaked the extension cord in, and at one time all I had was one of them heating pad things, and it saved my life, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to be out here this winter. See, look.
See that the crack?
Stop dropping. That and tinfoil. I go up to Brandon. You got tinfoil? Like, what?
So is that what you do? You freebase it off the tinfoil?
Yeah, like I just you just dump it on there.
Okay.
And then you smoke it, which a lot of people now smoke it out of their crack pipes too.
Though. So I didn't know you. But
I don't do that because I'm scared that somebody will take my crack pipe and take a hit of it, and it'll have fentanyl in it and they'll die. Yeah. Because if somebody that doesn't do fentanyl takes the hit of that pipe, they're definitely going to.
Yeah. No, that's like I said. I knew I was done with heroin back in the day, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do crack. But even now, it's like you can't even do that.
Shit too.
Yeah. But even with the fentanyl, it's not even worth. I'll die right away.
Where's that at? Womelsdorf? Hold on. Never even heard of that place. What's it like out there, man? Okay. Hour. It's like 2 hours away from me. All right.
So it's not even worth it. All right. I appreciate the interview. I can keep up with you when I see you? Yeah. Do some more interviews and
tell you a life story.
Yeah, no, I want, and like I said, if you're not ready to get clean, that's okay too. I still like to talk to you and help you out along the way if I can.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, I'm sitting here with
Samantha.
All right, you want to like say how old you are and like where you're from, stuff like that?
I'm 47 years old and I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. How long you been up in Philly for?
So this was I don't know, people have been on my channel for a while. This is a trans girl. And I didn't post it just because I could feel she was lying to me. And she just wanted the money. And it was a really short interview. So I didn't want to, I could tell she just wanted the money to go smoke crack, and she was just lying for the interview. And I didn't want to disrespect you guys by posting it. So you can watch it now, but this is one of the ones I did not post because of, I just could tell it was bullshit.
17 years.
Oh, wow. So you've been up here. How long have you been on the streets for?
All my life. Since I was 18.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that, by something you wanted to do, or just like family issues back then? Or like, did you?
Well, I got pregnant at a young age, so I kind of had no choice but to,
Oh, okay.
grow up fast.
Yeah. So when did you start getting high?
18.
18. And that was with the is it your drug of choice is what? Heroin?
Crack.
Crack? Oh, man. Now, is a lot of the crack, are you finding it's cut with fentanyl here now?
Yeah, but I smoke the good shit.
All right. So the reason I do this is I try and like find out the struggles you're going through. I was down here on the streets myself. I left 7 years ago, and I'm just trying to figure out the struggles you guys are going through. So like, where do you sleep at night normally? Do you have like a safe spot?
Well, I mean, I'm a prostitute, so I don't sleep. I stay up.
You stay up all night. So the money's at night?
Yeah, but
right.
I have some in the daytime too.
Yeah, that's why I just saw you out there. That's why.
Yeah.
It's a crazy life out here. Now, have you dealt with, if you don't mind me asking, sexual assaults with the, being the tranquilizer nodding people out? Is that something you have to deal with, or you?
I mean, they try, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I whoop that ass. But it's some real shit out here, like, especially trains dying out here. Like, girls dying out here, like, you try to get over it, but you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for a situation like that to happen. If you're doing this, like, you know what I mean, and know what to do, and not be a dumbass bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like that it's a little bit even extra dangerous for trans sex workers down here too. So, do you have any desire to get off drugs, or yeah? When was the last time you tried treatment?
21 times.
21. When was the last time? How long ago?
2 days ago.
2 days. Oh, wow. Where'd you go, to detox? Or psych ward?
Rehab.
Oh, okay. I know. I've been to rehab probably 40 times before I got. That's why I don't have any teeth, 'cause smoking all that crack down here in Kensington. What do you do for like food and stuff like that? Is that you just use? Do you like go to the shelters and stuff like that, or you just buy your stuff as you work?
I mean, I should eat crack and dick, honestly.
I feel you. You said you're 47?
47.
I don't believe that. You look a lot younger than that. But I don't believe that, but whatever. So do you work alone out here, or do you like have
these bitches, you can't trust these bitches out here. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Out here in these streets, I stay to myself, because you can't trust nobody, like.
Okay, so are you able to get like, or have you gotten tested for STDs or anything like that, or is that something you keep up on?
Oh yeah, I'm sucking that dick with a condom.
Right. Okay. No, it's scary down here, especially with all the.
Yeah, I do stay tested. I'm on PrEP, so.
What's PrEP?
I can never get HIV.
Oh, okay. That's the one. Yeah, you take it every day. It's like for the high risk people, and then it stops you from getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's pretty recent. That drug being out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A couple more questions. Do you have positive support in the world if you choose to get clean, or are you like literally on your own?
Yeah, I do have a lot, but you know.
You just got to know how to use them or be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. All right, I will let you back. We'll just do a short one here. I will let you get back to your work. I seen you back there, stopping. I seen you there before. I was going to stop and interview you, and I switched around the block, and when I got back there, you were gone already. So I was like, damn. So I saw you driving by. I'm like, all right, let me turn around and get you. If I see you in the future, can I stop and say hi, see how you're doing? Get another interview,
Yeah,
maybe?
hopefully I don't look like shit.
I didn't think you looked bad. Is that why you wanted to wear the mask? You said you
Yeah.
looked... No, you...
So you guys see why I didn't post that? You guys understand that one now? I didn't even watch this, but I just didn't feel like it was something that was needed. All right, what's up, G? How you doing, nerd?
Hello.
Hold on. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. What's up?
Nothing. What's up?
Nothing much. Just getting ready to go to the gym.
What's up, my fans?
Yeah. How's everyone doing? So what are you doing? You had an interview today?
Yeah, I took off work because I'm looking for a new job and I'm interviewing. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you say you're looking to go back into like the office type shit?
Yeah, because currently my office is I'm 100% remote, but my office is in Newark, New Jersey. Not even New York. So yeah, I want to go back into office in Philly, I think.
I just drove by through Newark. It seems like it's nicer there now, or it's like getting better. It seems. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
have you been into like Newark Penn Station? It's crazy down there.
No, I did. I like I said, I just quick drove through it. It does get pretty crazy in there.
Yeah. When we go in, like everyone's bitching about it because they're all coming from Manhattan and Long Island, so they're all like, "I hate New Jersey." Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. So yeah, I'm definitely getting on the road this weekend now.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm done being a pussy.
Let's go.
I was waiting so long for my eyes, man. They're still a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna have to wear glasses. I'm gonna have to wear these fucking glasses in the videos for a while. Look like the Terminator.
Well, it didn't help because it wasn't like bright out until like 3 days ago here. So
I know. Well, it was so cloudy. I thought I was like getting used to it, and then that first day of sun, I walked outside. And I was like, Jesus,
exactly.
Christ. Yeah, I didn't put that interview. Dude, now that was you could tell how high that girl was in that interview, huh? I mean, she was like all cracked out. I didn't see any reason to post that interview, I probably could have gotten views from it, but I didn't see any point in doing it. What do you got planned this weekend, G, for the holiday?
I am boarding dogs. Does anyone want to see any dogs? Let me see if I can grab any.
Yeah, dogs are nice.
Yeah. Hold on, let me show my fans my dogs. Okay.
Oh,
This is Memphis.
what's up, Memphis? I love dogs.
Look at the Phillies.
Yeah, Phillies are doing good, huh?
Oh my God, so good.
Do you go to a lot of the games?
No, that was the first one I went to this year, and because it went into the 11th inning, I refused to go again until Red October. That was fucking ridiculous.
See, me and my brother go, and what we'll do is we get standing room only tickets, and we just walk around.
We got good seats. My brother wanted to get good seats. I don't know where the fuck we were because excuse my French. That was only my third baseball game ever, but we were where one of the outfielders were, so you can get thrown the ball or whatever too.
Oh, yeah.
So we were everyone that was sitting next to me was just fighting over getting the ball the whole time.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got kicked out of my a little funny story about the Phillies. My one of my good friends growing up was dating this girl in I think it was right after college. She was like smoking. I'm one of the hottest girls we've ever seen, and Apparently, she went to a Phillies game one time, and Pat Burrell, you remember him, the old left fielder?
Yeah.
So he saw her, and then he wrote his number on a baseball, threw it up to her, and then she wound up cheating on my friend with Pat Burrell. And then she was all drunk one night at the bar, and she's like, "Yeah, they don't call him Pat the Bat for nothing." And she went like this, and my friend lost his shit. It was.
I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but Whit Mayfield, he's the like I don't even know anything about fucking baseball, but he literally threw me the ball. Like,
oh, nice.
And I was like the decent looking girl in the crowd. It was like the 10th inning, all the little kids left. He threw me the damn ball, but the fucking old people behind me got it.
Nice. So wait, what did you say you're doing this weekend?
I'm just watching dogs. I'm not leaving.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to decide. I have Dominique's funeral tomorrow. And then I think I might head to the shore and try and do that stupid Jersey Devil video and stuff, and then head out from there.
Ooh, the weather's gonna be nice.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna rain on Monday though.
It's gonna be sunny as hell.
Is it?
It's gonna be sunny.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice. Monday it's supposed to rain or whatever, so we might do it. I'm about to they are like $20 a piece, I think.
And our tickets that we got wherever the fuck we were, they were only like $50, and they were like, again, like we could like catcall like Brendan Mark, like we were fucking around with the people. It was fun. It was a good time.
The reason I like the standing room only seats in the Philly Stadium is because they have like that mezzanine, that little raised section, and they have like a bar where you can sit all along the outfield. So you can just walk around and, find a seat and sit wherever and go eat. And, the beers are too expensive there, so I don't drink when I'm there. But my brother does. They're like $15 a piece or something, aren't they?
Oh, everyone I went with easily blacked out. But like, I was wondering why my boyfriend was so drunk. And then he was like, "Yeah, I found the IPA truck." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's why."
yeah, your tab can get pretty high drinking those things there, though, man.
I was trying to figure out why he was so fucking drunk. He would like slurring and shit, and I was like, I didn't even realize because I didn't drink. I had like a little bit of a seltzer, and I was like, fuck this.
I haven't drank in so long, since before COVID. I used to go out with my brother like on Friday nights. You ever go to Bishop's?
Where is it?
24th and Fairmount.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've been there.
It's a nice little mom and pop bar. It's an older crowd, so it doesn't get like rowdy or nothing. And we used to go there Friday nights and just have some beers now. And I tried after COVID, it opened up. I have like one sip of alcohol and I just go right to sleep. I get like instantly tired.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. Every once in a while, like I'll drink wine, but even then I'm like just knocking out, and I always have a hangover, always.
Yeah, and that just gets worse as you get older too. So you'll get there even worse. All right, listen, I'm gonna go to the gym now. Is that all right with everybody?
Yes.
All
have
right.
fun. Go get big.
All right, I'm trying. I don't eat enough though, man. I don't eat enough freaking protein to get bigger.
Go eat some cheesesteaks. Thanks for having me.
And I have my damn Asian DNA, so I'm skinny and I can't.
You're skinny as hell.
But whatever. What are you gonna do? That's right. You saw me in person. I'm like 100 pounds. All right, guys. All right, G. I'll talk to you later. Yes. Wait, no. Yes, but be very careful because you can get addicted to that stuff too, but it's a lot better. A lot better than opiates. You are right. There's a kava bar up in Wilkes-Barre I went to. That does make you feel good, man. I had like a little buzzy feeling when I was drinking them. And it does get expensive in the Phillies game. They used to have dollar dog night. They switched that. But yeah, if you're going to go there and drink, you're going to pay a couple of $100 or bucks or whatever. Thanks for coming on, G. And then again, if anybody wants to come on and say hi, just come on up and say hi or tell me you want to come on. I'll send the link. I don't care. I'll talk to any of y'all. But I'm going to head to the gym for about an hour. I'll be back. I'll probably get my pho to go and eat it here. So I'll be back.
Great. They look fine. A couple real quick questions. What is like the average price for a date down here? Like what? Some girls tell me 20, others say 80.
These bitches out here sucking dick for $20, but I started at 40.
40? Yeah, 20 is wild.
Only out here, because it's like, these niggas is cheap as fuck out here. But, down Old York Road.
Old York Road?
I started at 60.
Old York is around here?
That's like Hunting Park.
Oh, down that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay. Now, do you...
They spend money down here. They don't really spend money down here. Because these bitches out here sucking dick for $20, making it hard for us.
Yeah. Well, no, I met the one girl I tried to interview, and she wasn't interested. And then she was like, "Do you want a date?" I said, "No." She was like, "Come on, just give me $3." I was like, "Whoa." You know, I just gave her the $3. I didn't do the date. I was just like, "Man, you need it that bad." But that's crazy. So, are you talking about like where the Huntington train station is?
Huntington Park.
Oh, Huntington Park. Oh, I didn't know there was dates over there too.
Yeah.
Have you ever been down to South Philly to the Broad and Snyder or 9th and Snyder? I guess that's a big spot for it too. So you're strictly Kensington?
I don't really fuck with this shit down here. But I'm an Old York Road bitch.
Yeah, no, I just I want to be able to like see you next time, and then if you're a little more confident, we'll do it without the mask on. But I said you look fine, but you weren't with it, so it's all good. All right. So I can stop and talk to you again? All right, because I want to do a longer interview without the mask.
Okay.
All right? All right, I will talk to you soon. All right, I'm sitting with Shawanda.
How you doing?
I'm good. Just want to tell me a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from, how old you are, stuff like that.
From South Philly, originally.
Okay.
I'm 33 years old. No kids, none of that. College graduate, Westchester University.
Oh, okay. What'd you study?
Aerodynamics and business management.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a science brain.
Yeah. It's weird.
Not math, but science.
It's weird. So many people I talk to down here is college educated, you know, by all accounts, smart people, and they're just stuck in this vicious cycle.
Yeah, they always think that we just do it just to do it. It's no, we had some trauma in our lives, or, you know, something led up to this. It's not just, you know, we out here getting high. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody I ever talked to.
Right. Yeah, you know, but sometimes people might start because they like the way it feels. But you're right. There's always some trauma you're trying to hide, or, you know, something like that. How old were you when you started with the hard drugs?
My dumb ass. I ain't started until I was 30. Like, I
30?
was a health nut before that.
Oh, wow.
Which is very, very weird, yeah.
So, do you know, like, what it was that kind of got you to use yet? Or is you still searching for it?
I know. First, I was selling drugs, you know. But it was more of a thing I wanted to know, like, what took my family away from me.
Okay.
So, you know.
So you have addiction in your family's past? That's what you're saying?
My dad's side.
Okay. And so you started at 30.
Yeah.
All right. And what's your drug of choice?
Heroin, heart.
Okay. Now, so you don't even know what the regular heroin, the real.
I was
Browns?
selling it then, but I never did that.
Oh, wow. And so you're just with the
new shit.
The new shit, the fat and the xylazine. Wow, that's so wild to me.
Yeah.
Do you deal with open sores?
No, I have none of that.
Okay. And there's just so many
That's too much.
So many people I see that dealing with open sores down. And right before we turned on the camera, you were saying you just had some clean time, right?
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months. Now, did you go to a rehab or anything like that?
Yeah, I went to 8th and Gerard, Be Well Center.
Oh, okay. Did they try to get you on the methadone clinic there and all that? Didn't work for you?
Not really. Then they had me on 150 milligrams. I don't want to be on 150 milligrams. It's like you can't do nothing. They tell you what to do, basically.
Yeah, it's like that's like over medicated, in my opinion.
I'm not that big.
Yeah, I was on 190 milligrams, and I messed up, and they sent me to Montgomery County, and I had to come off at cold turkey in the jail there. 190. That was the worst experience of my life. Now, are you an IV user or?
I smoke it off the foil.
Oh, okay. Now, is that because of the sores and stuff like that?
I could never shoot. I mean, I'm scared of needles, but I know a lot of people say they are scared of needles before they do it, but I couldn't do that. I can't do it.
Yeah. Now, did you start with like Percocets or anything like that before?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So it started as a pill, and then you went onto the. Okay. Just a couple more questions. So where what do you do sleeping wise? Is it like wherever you can find?
I might stay up until like 4 and then probably like take a nap on the train for like a couple hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's. I mean, your safety. You got to be probably worried about your safety down here, sleeping under. You know. Let me phone this again real quick. This stupid thing. Now, do you have any like positive support out in the city if you chose to get clean again? Like, so you know like where to go and okay. What do you do for food down here?
They have a lot of places that give out food every day, like cook like Serenelli's in the morning, breakfast, and at night.
Okay, Serenelli's does the breakfast. You said. Oh, okay. So there's places to get food and all that.
Take showers, all that. You're making excuses if you're not eating or you're not showering.
Yeah. So okay, so you got the women's shelter, and then what's it called?
Original Point on certain days, and then there's another Sister Savage up the street.
Savage Sisters. Oh, they do showers there. Okay, so you got okay. Well, that's good. It's good that you know all your the utilities and stuff. Now, Steph was telling me about to interview next. She just got into the shelter down here.
The Beacon Point?
Yeah, she just got accepted. Yeah, it literally was just a couple days ago. Is that?
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it's hard to get into places like that.
Yeah, kind of. You can't even try yourself. You gotta have somebody else, go through and.
So you have to have like an advocate, kind of. Oh, okay.
I want to get down there at Beacon Point because they don't have no curfew. You can stay out for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of the shelters, like sometimes you have to go in them and then you're stuck in there all night and like you can't bring your drugs in there, so you're gonna get sick. Like.
Right, I was at Kirkbride shelter.
Kirkbride has a shelter?
Yeah, House of Passage.
Oh, I didn't know. Where's that, down west?
Yeah, it was on the other side of Kirkbride. Like, Kirkbride, Kirkbride building is huge.
Yeah, I was there for like 24 hours and I left. I was not feeling that place.
It's not good.
Yeah. So you want to look into getting into something like that Beacon shelter?
Yes.
All right. Any thoughts about getting clean again, or
yes, because it's too cold out here and there's too much going on out here. The men are plotting on women, everybody plotting on each other.
Yeah,
I'm not into that. I can't belittle myself down to wanting to hurt somebody else or steal from somebody else.
Yeah,
we all in the same situation.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Now, do you know where to go?
Yep, I'll go right to the Rock.
Oh, okay. We're right here anyway, right?
Yep.
Where's one? It's right back here. All right. Do you have a number I can get a hold of you, keep in touch with you by any chance?
Not right now.
All right. I'm going to write down my number and give it to you. And then if you do decide to go, like the girl Jess and Steph I'm helping out, I'll bring you guys clothes and toiletries and stuff like that. I you know what I mean? I want to get as many people off these streets as possible. And you said you've been here 3 months. Now, is it going to be harder for you to maybe go to rehab if it gets warm out next couple weeks?
No. It's time.
It's yeah, you feeling it? When was the last time you did like just so people know that it's available here, like AIDS test, STD test, stuff like that?
Yeah, I did maybe a month ago.
Oh, okay.
I always just do it, even though I'm not like sexually active with anybody out here.
Right.
I still, you never know.
Yeah. No, you don't. There's so many ways to even if you're not sexually like yourself.
I feel like it's diseases in the air up here.
Oh man, it's scary. That's what it almost feels like sometimes. Yeah, and then with all the amount of the open sores that people are walking around.
And I don't want it to get hot. Remember, oh my God, last summer it smelled like open flesh the whole area.
I just started doing this in November. I missed that part. I heard it gets really bad here in the summer with the smell. And the maggots.
Yes, and the flies on people, like they just laying there. Oh man, if we got to that point, and I got to that point, it's done. It's a wrap. My body is telling me something.
Yeah, that's
God is telling me something. Yeah,
I want to show you this real quick. I want to see your reaction live. Where is it at? This is my friend Jess. I got her into Jefferson. That's her, that's after 5 weeks of healing. That's from the tranquilizer. Yeah. They're able to save the leg, but it's going to be about a year of work and all that. That's why I didn't want to scare you, but I just want to show you what this
It ain't scary. You scary, but God, how?
Yeah.
And then they won't go to the hospital.
Yeah. No, I had to pay her to go to the hospital. That's the only reason she went. The only way she would go was I gave her money to get, her bag so she wasn't sick while waiting. Which I get it. I went through, it's that first day waiting in the hospital room is horrible. I get it. So.
Yeah, but if you go to Temple, Maine, they keep you well. They will not let you leave. They will give you whatever you want in that damn hospital.
Yeah, Temple, Maine, and Jefferson Center City. Yeah, those are the two well, the reason I talked to the doctors, they're the ones that's working with her. She's in Valley Forge now. She's at the rehab and everything right now. So she's doing good, So there is some hope for people to get their legs fixed and stuff. All right, so in the future, if I see you, can I keep in touch with you?
Yes,
Talk
please,
to you again?
Please.
All right.
You seem like you're a really cool guy.
All right, awesome. And then hopefully we can get you into a program and you can start living your best life. Mm-hmm. And you said you're into computers and cameras and all that stuff.
I can do anything.
All right, well, so then maybe we can work together once you get clean. You can help me make videos or something.
I love that.
All right, Shwanda, have a good day.
You too, love.
All right, I'm sitting here with Tammy. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm good. You just want to tell me a little bit about, where you're from, how old are you, stuff like that?
My family's from South Philly, but I grew up in Jersey.
Okay.
And I started leaving when I was like 12. I lived in Virginia, Florida, Illinois, New York.
Okay. So you moved around a lot when you were
Yeah, with different sisters.
Okay.
I'm the youngest out of 7, so I lived with different sisters.
Okay.
I would run away a lot because my mom, was a little crazy. She would fuck us up a lot.
Oh, okay. So you were a runaway.
Bad temper.
Yeah.
Yeah, runaway.
Okay. Did you deal with the juvenile detention centers and stuff like that?
At first, for running away, I did. Mm-hmm. And then when I was 16, 15, getting ready to turn 16, I was staying with my sister Tracy, and she was 22. She got in a fight with another 22-year-old. The girl was choking her. I had to stab the girl to get her off her because her face was turning blue. I didn't kill her, anything like that. Her dad was the fucking police chief in that town. So I went to the max juvenile. Okay. And in Jersey, they called the sentence 3 years indefinite. I thought that meant I had to indefinitely do 3 years. It meant I had to do 9 months. I escaped after I was there for 7 or 8 months. I was getting ready to get out.
Yeah.
So when they caught me, they said I was incorrigible. Yeah. And sent me to the woman's prison. I didn't get out till I was 18.
Oh, okay.
That was the only time I had ever been in trouble. How was I incorrigible?
Right. Yeah.
The only thing I ever did was run away from home.
I think the juvenile system just wanted to be done with you, so they put you in a jail till you were 18.
Yeah, they sent me to the woman's prison in Jersey. I went to Clinton.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was the youngest one there, and everyone else was there for murder or... Because I was in Max, because I was an escape risk.
Wow, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that was a wake-up call when you got there.
No, it made me crazy. Because if you looked at me wrong, I wanted to fight.
Yeah.
When I got out of there, and then I moved in with my sister when I got out. I smoked weed, and I met an Arab guy. Lived in the same development as her. She lived in Jersey. Coachman Manor, I think it was. Lindenwood. And I met him. I ended up getting married with him and having 2 kids with him. But when I first met him, like, he, like, loved me. He'd give me money. He'd give me the car. And I'd say, I'm going to get coffee and call him from Virginia. Cars in the impound.
Yeah.
By the Navy police.
All right, hold on one second. Oh, shit. I get this off my car. I gotta go again. I officially get it taken off my car Monday morning, tomorrow morning, finally. It's from a heroin DUI from 2008.
They gave you a DUI for heroin?
Yeah. Well, I kind of ran into a store or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Still, DUI is for drinking.
Yeah.
Driving while intoxicated.
All right, so you were married to the Arab guy, and you were just already starting to...
I started driving a cab. I went to college. Well, no, I started driving a cab and an ice cream truck. I smoked weed and drank, but I didn't have no real habits.
So when did the habits, the hard drugs start? Like, how did that enter?
I got divorced, and we were sharing custody of the kids, and I was bar hopping a lot. And I ended up in a bar in Kensington, and I met this guy named Dennis. And I caught him doing it, and I said I wanted to try it.
You're talking about dope?
Yeah, heroin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was shooting up.
And this is back to, I'm sorry to interrupt, the original heroin. This
is when I was 25.
Okay.
I'm 48.
Okay.
So, he shot me up, and then ever since then, I've been doing it.
Yeah. Love that first one, huh? It's been ever since. So that was the first time you did it, was IV.
Yeah.
That's me. That's how I did heroin too. Normally, it's weird because
snorting doesn't do nothing for even now. I've tried for the person I was living with or someone else to snort.
Yeah.
You know, and it barely keeps me well. It doesn't, and it's probably because I started IV. I don't even breathe through my nose. Like, I breathe through my mouth, so probably I don't get most of it any freaking way.
Yeah. All right. And so heroin is your drug of choice, right? And do you use other stuff now, or is it?
Yeah, I smoked crack for a while, but I never really liked it.
Okay. We were talking off air. You were saying it was more of like just because everyone else was doing it type thing. Okay.
Yeah. But now I started sometimes mixing some coke with the dope.
Okay.
And the reason I started doing that, because a couple months ago, maybe 9, I lost my eyesight to the point to where I had to get someone to hit me. I had to get someone to walk me to cop. I couldn't see clearly your face.
Wow.
From this far away, I might not be able to tell who you were. I went to Salter Eye Hospital, and they said they didn't know exactly what was wrong, or how it happened, but they would have to put needle injections in my eyes, that it would hurt, and they could only guarantee to save what was left. I said, what do you mean? I'm damn near blind now. No. Yeah. So I left, and I started realizing when I would smoke rocks from this certain place, my eyesight would go. It was clearing up, and it would go like that. So I stopped smoking them rocks, period. And from there, I would smoke, and my eyesight came back.
Wow, that's scary.
But now, I don't know if it's psychological or what it is. Now, I hit myself in the last couple of days, but for the majority of the time, I get someone to hit me in the neck, because I don't know, from not being able to do it, I can hit someone else in a minute. I can't hit myself.
Right.
It's like psychological, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, how much do you normally have to pay for that, for someone to hit you? What's the going rate now?
It depends. Like, sometimes I'll give them a bag or $5 if I have it. Sometimes $2. Sometimes $1. It depends.
Depends on what you have, or what situation you're in at the time.
Yeah, and now I only alternate between like 2 different people. Because
people make like a living just shooting people up down here, pretty much.
Yeah, right? But then there's some people who pretend they can do it and don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
And they'll shoot a miss in someone. Or there's also people that know how to do it, but that'll steal your shot.
Oh, okay.
They don't care about shooting up if you got your blood in it.
Yeah.
Or not.
So they don't care about AIDS, none of that stuff.
No.
It's
There
past
was a guy at the park that I was buying a damn bag of dope and coke damn near almost every time I had him hit me, and he was stealing my shot. It got to the point where his friends started telling me that he was stealing my shot, and it was like I was getting sick all the time so fast because I wasn't really getting nothing.
Right.
He was like hitting me with
water, probably.
right, with probably a cotton shot because I would feel well for a minute.
Right.
But it was bad. So now it's like 2 different people I have to do it, and that's it.
Yeah. But there are people that's all they do down here, right?
Right.
It's I noticed that people still selling works a lot too. Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And basically, for females, either you do tricks or you panhandle for money here, right?
I do both.
Okay. I seen you because I just seen you do the panhandle mostly. Okay.
Right. Well, see, I don't want nobody that I know from, when I'm being normal or nobody. I don't really want nobody to see me standing on the corner,
right,
looking. So, especially when I'm in my right state of mind.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it comes down to being sick, you got to do what you got to do. So, but I try to do something else first.
Right.
Beforehand. But I mean, I'll be holding a sign, and I got dates that pick me up there, or that I've met there. But I mean, there's a lot of good people out here, though. I hold the sign, and I've met a lot of good people that have helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody asks me a question, if they ask if I get high, or I tell them the truth, I don't lie to them.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think but people, if they are curious and they ask you that, I mean, a lot of times they're probably going to help you out if you're honest with them, It is what it is. Couple quick more questions. When was the last time you tried, or have you ever been interested in treatment?
I was interested in treatment for the last couple years, like 10 years, 15, but I didn't know at first if it was because the guy I built the business with and everything, he wrote a book on recovery. He's a neuropathic doctor. He ran drug programs. He had me released from jail to our house like it was the program. And then he could finally, no one knew he used, he could finally stop snorting at 72, and I couldn't stop. So he said, I'll drop you off in Kensington and you could come home when you could stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when was the last time you been in treatment or tried it? Do you even remember?
No, it was, it was within the last 2 years.
2 years, but just like a detox or something like that?
I mean, a lot of times I went and tried to get in and sat so freaking long that I ended up just getting up and leaving.
Yeah.
But now I found out you can just, I think, like, go to Kirkbride, like, actually go there.
Oh, and just turn yourself in pretty much. Yeah.
And, well, you got to still go through the process if you're going to get in, but it's a lot quicker.
That process of waiting all day to get in detox, it's a horrible process.
It is.
It keeps a lot of people from trying to get clean,
Right.
It stops a lot of people. But Jess, I had to convince her. I gave her $40 to go grab stuff to sit in the hospital with, because the way her legs smelled, I thought she was going to die. And I figured that's the only way to get her into the program,
Yeah, the stuff in the truck smelled horrible still. It was bad.
So
there's so many people down here, when I go next to them, I smell it. Like the smell.
It's like a rotting.
Listen to this. This coat isn't mine. So, I put the coat on. I was tired, and I thought it was mine. Mine was black, too.
Right.
And they were in the same spot. And I put it on. and it's got that smell to
The
it.
trank smell, yeah.
That
the
infection,
rotting,
no,
yeah.
that like, and I wiped it, and I just still, I don't know if I'm smelling it, from being around the people, that I don't know, but see, but I've had like an abscess or something and not went right away, but I mean, once something is fucked up, I'm going because I don't want to,
Yeah. And you say you haven't dealt with too many of the sores recently, right?
I don't have any sores.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't have any sores.
No, I'm saying that's good. I'd say like
you-
90% of the people I talk to have them. It's scary.
They're not sore. They are abscesses that they had that they never got treated.
Treated right.
That they picked or didn't pick, or that popped and then didn't heal because it really needed the infection cleaned out and to be packed, and they still got infection in their body, and now you're doing dope and your body can't fill that hole in because you got all that shit running in you.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know though. The shit they're putting out there now is fucked up too, but
Yeah, all these synthetic
but I
drugs.
don't, then again, I don't have any holes, so I really think it's, because it's been times I've been out here and I should have took care of something like a abscess
Right.
and I waited longer than I should, but I just didn't wait as long as they did.
Right.
Like when it comes to the point of I think it's going to be something that ain't going to go away, or I'm gonna lose something.
So you're saying like a lot of the people with sores, if they would have addressed it sooner, it could have been prevented, is what you're saying, or minimized a lot.
Right.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree. Like even Jess said that hers was going on because she shot it in her leg. Hers was going on something like 2 years. It was like that.
Yeah.
It's like, man. Yeah. But like I said, I'm glad she's in the
People
hospital.
are losing limbs out here from not going.
Well, you see so many people in wheelchairs or limping, or you know what I mean, down here. It's sad.
See, when they call samples, they're limping and pushing a wheelchair.
Yeah. I don't want to laugh at that. But
Why? It might be me one day.
no, it's right. They were calling them down on Tyseum Street down there the other day. Tyseum, whatever, and that's what it looked like. Everyone was just hobbling there as fast as possible. I said, oh, man. All right, in the future, can I, if I see you, can I continue the dialogue with you, talk to you, see how you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. It's been about 15 minutes. That's perfect. I really appreciate you talking to me.
All right.
All right, Tammy, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm sitting here with Tina, right? Mm-hmm. All right, you want to just tell me a little about yourself? How old you are, where you're from originally, stuff like that.
I'm from Upper Bucks County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 42 years old. Wow, it's like I feel like at 42, there's just like been so much time. You know what I mean? I've been down in Philly for about like 20 years. Kensington for like off and on for about 5 years. I am educated. I have a dual bachelor's degree in Spanish and International Relations. I have done like tons of different careers. I was an interior designer. I was a marketing director for Bucks County Bar Association. I got my financial advisor license. I did that for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're an employable person.
Yeah.
Once you decide, or if you decide to get clean.
Yeah. My next venture is and I think it would be like the one that I stick to. The last time I was like trying to clean up, I worked for a consignment shop, and I really loved just researching antiques, and even just like having an eye for that. Like I have a natural eye for that shit, and I really love it.
That's
I dig
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I stop at every consignment or antique store.
There's so many.
Secondhand store.
Yeah.
Down here, there's a lot of them too.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I stop and just look. I just stopped. There's a pawn shop on where Kensington turns in the front.
Yeah.
Down Frankfurt, down that way, just a little bit. The green one with
yeah.
the big, yeah. I was just in there.
I just saw it when I was riding on the L. I think yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love fashion too. So like, you can have like a little store that has like, you know what I mean, a section with fashion and your vintage things. And I love vintage band T-shirts and shit like that. So, but
so you have something to be passionate about.
Yeah,
decide.
definitely. And I found like a unlimited resource down here. These dumpsters are filled with, you know what I mean, treasures that like not so much people down here find to be treasure, but if you go into like the counties, they find it to be treasure once you clean it up. You know what I mean?
Right. People with extra money to spend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Like, you know, a little figurine like this big, you know, $100 or whatever. So yeah, I you know, I had a good childhood. You know, I'm the oldest of 8. We didn't have a lot of money, but we weren't. It's not like, you know, we were, you know, living on the street or anything like that. My parents are. Well, I was gonna say my parents are good parents, but like, not that they're bad parents, but I don't even have a relationship with my father anymore. It's just, he's not even my real father, also, so, you know, it's a weird situation. He adopted me, you know, when I was young, very young, and I'm the only one from a different father, so, you know.
So it might have been could have been a weird.
It's like
predicament.
It's kind of just he's a very narcissistic person, and I feel like every relationship I get into is like me trying to prove myself to my dad. You know what I mean? Which, you know, ties me into like my drug addiction. You know what I mean? Like trying to numb the feelings of like. That not so much him, but like the feelings I've had with abusive relationships and you know, so
I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of us get high is just to numb certain pains
and it's absolutely why I relapse. You know what I mean?
So,
it's because of loneliness.
Okay, let me ask you this. So how long have you been on this run now in like this current?
So I took like a 2-week break where I tried to get clean in a rehab, but I ended up getting COVID.
I would talk about this because I want to bring this up because I think it's important with how COVID isolated a lot of people, and it forced people, made it easier for people to relapse and stuff like that, just because of the isolation and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, the rehabs are just like cesspools, you know what I mean?
So you were in Bowling Green, you said, right? Or I forget what you said. Bowling Green?
Was it? Yeah. Yes. That's the one that's like 3 hours away.
Wait Deer Run is far away. I forget. Well, anyway, so you were in a rehab when you got COVID. Mm-hmm. The name of it is important. And they gave you a choice to either isolate there.
Well, what ended up happening was like, I was, you know, getting to the point in my detox where they were taking me off the methadone.
So like day 6 then?
Yeah, exactly.
We all know what that is.
Yeah, and I was feeling very uncomfortable about it, you know what I mean? Not that they give you that much methadone to begin with,
but
you know what I mean?
It helps.
Yeah, it does. It majorly takes the edge off. And I wasn't somewhere where I could just like, you know, hop on a train and be in Kensington, you know, like I didn't even know where the fuck I was, and like, you know, I didn't even remember going there, you know what I mean? Like, I was so high when I got there. So, I just was like, I was having like a severe panic attack. And, you know, it may have been an excuse, or I don't know what it was. I just like called my mom and I was like, you need to, like, and I'm not somebody who like quits on rehabs or, you know, trying to get clean. Like if I say that I'm gonna get clean, I get clean, you know what I mean?
At least finish the rehab and stuff.
Right.
That's what I like to do,
yeah, exactly. And I called my mom and I was like, you gotta just get me out of here. I, like, you know, COVID was weird because like it was like the flu, but I also had like major depression with COVID.
Yes.
Like
there's a lot of other side effects or things that are happening with COVID that it's affecting. I got mine Actually, I was interviewing Amber. She gave me COVID.
Really?
Or I gave her COVID. Whatever the fact is.
Right.
We had it, and that was Christmas Eve, I believe, or December 23rd.
Oh, wow.
I still can't taste food.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah. I still like coffee. I don't even know why I put creamer in it because I can't, and I love coffee. That's the only thing, it's my favorite thing in the world is coffee. I still have it there.
Oh my gosh.
Still can't taste. But yeah, I've had other people say stuff about depression and stuff like that associated, especially because you're isolating with COVID too.
Wow.
You know?
Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely.
And isolating for an addict is literally the worst thing we can do.
Right. Yeah. Yes, it is. I had with the lie.
To me, that is like the most intense 90 seconds of your life.
Yes, I was.
There's nothing compares to that.
Yeah, I was hooked on that.
So people watching, don't try this shit.
Right?
It feels too good.
Exactly.
You'll be stuck down here.
I said if I ever go to Jamaica, I would love to shoot the coke down there because that is some
I
good.
Only imagine.
Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah.
I can only imagine.
But so I moved down here after my marriage failed. Like my car had gotten stolen. I started dating this guy that was I started smoking crack to curb my oxy habit, which was like 15 oxys a day. And then I start shooting coke.
So how long have you been using a needle for now? IV, like years, if you would say.
5 years.
5. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
not terribly long.
So let me ask you a quick question. Were you addicted to the old heroin?
I was.
Or are you just on the fentanyl?
So I only had a very brief, short period of time that I was addicted to heroin. It was, I think about. Maybe it was probably less than a year, really, because I started doing dope here in Philadelphia right when I started doing coke. I was like, well, if I'm shooting coke, I might as well shoot heroin and save some money, on the $20 oxy, Yeah. $20 pill Johns, and I just lost track of what I was saying. But I was only doing that for like a few months, and things quickly like spun out of control. I didn't know I had a warrant. I went to buy a gun, and like it was probably the best thing that could have happened was I got arrested, and because I was like. I was very suicidal. Like it was just bad. Like
so it's probably a good thing they didn't let you buy the gun.
Yeah, and I was like, nailing up black clothing on my like windows and like pushing furniture in front of my door. I didn't see anybody like.
Not in a good mental.
Yeah,
headspace.
it was absolutely freaking terrible. So
So you did experience like the regular heroin, and then did you notice the change to fentanyl? Like.
Yeah, I was on dope here for heroin here for a few months, and then I got clean. When I got clean, I went out to California to rehab there. And I was out there for 2.5 years. No, it was almost 3 years because I relapsed out there on black tar. So I was doing black tar for about like 6 months or whatever. Then I moved back here, called my girlfriend up to get some dope, and I didn't realize that everything had switched over. And I absolutely do not remember that 2-week period of time that like.
So you were just knotted out heavy the whole time.
Yeah, it was Christmas and New Year's, and I have like no recollection of it.
Now, did you like when you started it? Because this is so fascinates me so much. Now, did you enjoy the rush from fentanyl? Did you like it like more than a heroin?
I do like the rush of fentanyl. I mean, it's a lot different than heroin. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a lot stronger, and I was doing like heroin. Like I was doing out in California, they will only let you buy a certain syringe that, like, it doesn't hold a lot. So, like,
Oh, okay.
you can only really do so much, and you can only really get so high out there. You know, there's like almost like a ceiling effect, and yeah, I wasn't really getting high. I was just like, you know, kind of just maintaining. So yeah, I do like the fentanyl rush. I do like getting.
Did
high.
you notice, or what's your thoughts on like the trank? Do you like that stuff? How's the?
I used to like the trank. Excuse me. Do you have a tissue?
Shoot.
Sorry, my nose like started running like in like December and hasn't stopped since then.
Here, hold this.
Okay.
Oh man.
Sorry about that.
What do I have?
It's not. I
What
can.
about these? It's got to be dry, doesn't it?
No,
okay.
that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I use my sleeve for God's
Yeah,
sake.
no, that, you know what, the lady I was just talking to outside, she just said, for me to start carrying napkins or tissues.
Oh yeah.
And so that's a smart, I'm going to start that.
Yeah, especially because these get cold and frozen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, all right. I better carry that stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, so well,
To the xylosine.
oh, the trank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you enjoy? You said you used to enjoy it, but not anymore. Like you don't like it as much anymore. Whatever.
It seems that everything is all trank now. I
Yeah,
feel like there's no
90-something%.
fentanyl in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I fall out like, or nod or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it. Like my tolerance now, I'm down to like almost a third of a bag for one shot.
Oh, wow.
So I get 3 shots out of one bag. When I started doing dope or dope or fentanyl or whatever, I was doing, because my oxy habit was so big, I was doing 3 bag shots, 3 bags in one shot. Now I'm getting 3 shots out of one bag.
So I guess not that it's a good thing, but
No,
you do a lot,
but it just shows
money-wise,
how strong it is.
And now you the withdrawal from it.
So that is something I was just talking to a couple people about this. I'm a pretty tough chick. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not
You're
scared.
surviving on the streets of Philly.
Yeah,
100% of the time.
and I'm by myself most of the time. I stay in bandos that are, completely dark, like,
Yeah.
by myself, and I'm not like somebody who, I'm like, tough it out, you know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure,
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and
Bootstraps,
get through
yeah, I
it,
get
you know
it,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and,
Even with that mentality, it's still tough, this withdrawal.
tough isn't even the word. I
so scary.
fear it like you have no idea. Like,
Jeez.
I become such a different person. I was, like, the last time I was locked up, Bucks came to get me, and I was like, I just faked having a heart attack. And then, then they're like, okay, well, we're not going to take her. We're going to put her back in the cell. And then I freaked out because I didn't want to be cold anymore in that cell.
Sure,
It was I was so uncomfortable. I just kept running back and forth between the 2 officers. And,
That's so scary.
it was just, that's not me. That's not, who I am. And they got so sick of my, shit. They threw me out the back and said, the hospital's down there. And I went down to the subway. I collapsed on a bench. I woke up in the hospital, and they had said that the reason I was in the hospital was an overdose. I hadn't had dope in 2 days at that point. That's how fucking.
So you probably had a
sick.
seizure, and they found.
Yeah, that's how
something.
fucking sick I was.
God, that's so scary.
It's just the worst.
And I don't want you not take your glasses off. I know you had something happen outside. With those, how many sores do you deal with?
So, I actually just had my first abscess on my arm.
Okay.
And it came, I fell, actually. It's not even from shooting up. I fell.
But because of the trank, it turned into a sore, huh?
Yeah. There's, a whole lot of factors competing with this situation around the sores. And my sister, she's really good at, researching this stuff. And I knew she knew, she was onto something when she told me, okay, look, the majority of us out here are complaining about a parasite. And I think that well, it's ridiculous. Healthcare professionals have been telling it's everything but a parasite when you can actually see it with the naked eye. It's so ridiculous, but they didn't know exactly what it was or where it was coming from, and so they didn't want to start a panic. But we're all complaining of it. It was absurd. But anyway, so my sister told me what the parasite looked like on the wound, and I knew she was onto something. And it's, I guess, basically a very common parasite that I think was sent over overseas, you know what I mean? Because this is the first year I've ever experienced it. But a lot of other nations give vaccines or medication for this parasite. We're the only first world nation that doesn't. And to everyone out there, look into it. I can't remember the name of the parasite. It starts with an M, but it's supposedly
I'll put it in the thing if I could find it.
We give it to our horses, which we're doing horse tranquilizers, so that would make sense.
Oh, okay.
And so you supposedly you can get medication.
And you just had I don't need to take your. You just had a
so
right?
it was like a sty that just kept my. It's so gross looking. Well, now it just looks. Now it's just bloody. Yeah, but you can see how swollen my eyelid is, and it felt like a sty. But as I was getting ready,
You said because you were getting ready for the interview, right?
Yeah.
And it popped?
It, almost like a whitehead formed, it's so disgusting. I think of there's something about Mary. Like the guy with the pimple on his eye. I was oh my God, of course this
That's
has
one of
to
my
happen.
favorite movies.
Right? And I was like, this has to happen now. But so that's the second one now. But I think I have cellulitis. I think that's what's going on.
I hope you, okay, it's about 20 minutes. I'll be letting you go now. So I hope you go get them worked or fixed or addressed before it gets worse, hopefully, like I told you, Temple is good on Broad Street and Jefferson. They're both giving ketamine and Dilaudid while you're in there getting the stuff worked on. So my hope is that you will get them worked on. Are you interested in treatment or anything yet? Where are you at in mentally? Because a lot of times you're just not ready, and
so I hope this doesn't make my interview sound I don't know. My thing is I actually I don't want to get help right now.
I respect that 100% that you're honest about that. It's okay. That's okay too.
It's not just about the drug for me. Out here I'm living on my terms, and I was a really depressed person. I miss my mother and my sister terribly, and the rest of my brothers and sisters and my stepdad. I miss them all terribly, and I wish I could have a relationship with them and do this, but they can't have me in their life, doing this stuff. My mom doesn't want to see me killing myself. My sister can't have me around because the kids, you know what I mean? And I get that, I really do. But, every morning I wake up, I don't know what the day is going to bring. And I like that uncertainty, and I like that adventure feeling, you know what I mean? The Groundhog Day, the same shit every day was killing me, and that was leading me to drugs. My tolerance is lower than it's ever been. I probably use less drugs now than I did when I was living in a house, with a job. So my situation's different though, you know what I mean? Every situation's different. I can't speak for 100%. Anybody else, you know what I mean?
That's why I like to interview different people, and I like the fact that you're honest, that you want to be out here right now, not want to, but you're okay with it. This is your life.
You know what? I thought when I was doing oxys, I didn't think there was ever going to be a day that I couldn't, not do them.
Right.
And now, you could put a pile of oxys in front of me, and I could care less.
Right.
I hope that one day I feel that way about fentanyl.
Right. I hope so too. But we'll see. All right. I will let you go now. Thank you so much. Can we keep up this dialogue? Can I interview you again in the future?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina, so much.
All right. Bye.
All right, I'm sitting here with Jill. How you doing?
Jillian.
Jillian? Okay.
Yeah,
How you
I
doing?
prefer Jillian.
Okay. Jillian it is then. How you doing?
Alright.
All right. Just want to tell me a little bit about, yourself, where you're from, how old you are, just a little bit.
I am 35 years old. I'll be 36, actually, on the 12th, June 12th.
Okay.
Originally I'm from, Tacony. My family's from Mayfair. But I was raised in Bucks County.
Okay. All right. That's actually, that's where I live right now, Bucks County.
Yeah, it's a nice area. It's a real nice area.
Yeah, I like it up there. It's quiet. A lot quieter than the city.
You think? What?
So you were saying you came down here, you've been down here for about 3 years right now?
Yeah, this is my second round.
Okay.
I say. Because I used it in high school. And in my early 20s, I got clean at 23.
Okay.
And relapsed at 33.
Oh, wow. So you had a nice period of clean time then.
Oh, yeah, almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Everybody always asks. First thing they ask me, what made you relapse? And,
You able to answer that yet?
honestly, basically, I just wanted to get high again.
Yeah, I think it's
That's the
important that you're
basic-
honest with yourself about
That's
that.
the basic answer. I feel like everybody feels like they need an excuse. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what happened in your life? Life always happens. Shit always happens. Shit happened when I was clean,
Yeah.
and I didn't relapse. But obviously, there was a lot that happened with my son's dad and stuff it was a long time coming.
But it's important for you to say that. You just wanted to get high at the time. Like, I get that.
But it got out. But I was very ignorant.
Now, real quick, let me.
I was
interrupt you real
ignorant
quick.
towards the fentanyl.
That's okay. So that's what I was just gonna. Okay, keep
I
going
was
then.
very ignorant with the fentanyl.
So when you went-
and the tranquilizer.
So when you first got high, it was the regular
it
heroin.
was so different.
Right.
And coke.
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
coke.
So you were here for the original stuff, and you came back, and when you came back, it was then fentanyl and trank.
And not just that, but that down in Philly, the open air, being able to use out in the open.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to that. Like, cops will the only thing they say is if they're out, like, on the street by foot,
Put it out of their faces.
please respect them.
Yeah.
Respect them and they'll respect you.
Yeah.
They leave you alone.
Yeah.
They really do.
I talk about it so much how I still can't get used to seeing people with needles in their necks on the middle of the street.
We take, like, a lot of us, but a lot of times the cop just sits at the corner.
Yeah.
So we try to hide
Yeah.
from them. Because I think a lot of us do want to respect them because they do, leave us alone for the most part. They don't bother, they have a tough job.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want their job. And plus, they're more concerned. They're not really concerned about us users, as long as we're not like where I stay. We keep where we stay. We try to keep it clean.
Yeah. And if you do that, they
and
won't.
we don't allow, if some people are arguing, we leave.
Yeah.
We don't allow like to fight, and we don't allow that. You're just there to get high. You're not there to. We don't want your drama.
Right.
We don't want your personal life in our.
Now, are you dealing? I see the scars on your hands, but are you dealing with any open sores currently? Do you normally deal with them?
Not anymore.
So, okay, but you did.
Yeah.
Is that what the arm? Let me see.
That's what the scars are from, because they were open.
Yeah.
But not this winter or the winter before, I wasn't like, my friends were like, "Jill, you're not yourself," because I was because even after I used, I still didn't feel well, and so I went to the Episcopal, worst hospital in the world.
Episcopal, yeah,
Worst
I agree.
worst
I agree.
fucking excuse my language, worst hospital ever. said they didn't do any blood tests, nothing. They said I had COVID. First of all, they made me wait for 12 hours, and you're dope, you're throwing up all over the place, and they get mad at you. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? And they said I had COVID. So anybody who had COVID, they just threw into a little room with cots, and at 7 a.m. they kick you out, and it was a snowstorm.
Really?
And it turned, and I was able, somebody saw me sitting on Somerset, and they gave me a bag. And so I went to go to my friend to get hit. And, because I don't hit myself in the neck. I do sometimes, but I seizure, that's what made me, here's another thing I haven't backtracking. I lost my vision.
Oh, okay, I heard about this.
I lost my vision. I always had bad vision, so, and I was told I'd be legally blind early in life, so I just thought that's what it was. Like, I just lost my vision. But I couldn't even, like, light a cigarette. I couldn't even see that far.
Wow.
That's how bad, like, I had near and far sight. So,
Is it better now?
I'll get there.
Oh, okay.
I'll get there. I know. It's weird.
This is crazy.
There's a reason why it happened. So, and my friend, he hit me and he pulled me aside. He's like, Jill, you're yellow. You need to go to the hospital. He's like, you're literally yellow. I can't believe they even released you. So I went on the L, and transit found me at Bridge and Pratt, barely responding. So he took me to Frankfurt Hospital, which is where I was born, by the way. Well, the old one, not the new one. And it turned out I had kidney failure. That's why my vision went.
Oh, okay.
I had liver failure, and I had a minor heart attack. I was on a heart monitor for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And, and when I was at Episcopal, because they were, kicking me out, I asked them to call my dad. Now, with me, what I'm using, I don't want to be around my family.
Sure.
I don't want them seeing me like this. They don't need to be around it. They don't, I don't do that. I don't do that stealing from family. It's crap, I find my own way. Which is funny, because I grew up extremely spoiled.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I asked them to call my dad to see because I knew he would take me to a hospital.
Yeah.
He wouldn't just leave me. And they called him and he was on speakerphone, and they said, regarding your daughter Jillian, wait, and he said, oh, okay, and hung up. They laughed. The staff laughed about it.
Wow. And that was before you went to the other hospital to find out. Damn.
I later found out from my sister that it was because he was driving and, the Bluetooth was on and my son was in the car. So he heard I was in the hospital. He assumed overdose.
Oh, okay.
I found out he called right back as soon as he could, but I was already gone.
Oh, so it's a miscommunication.
Yeah, but for months and months I just thought.
So you thought he just laughed you off and went on with
Not laughed me off.
or hung up on you.
He was just like,
Yeah. Wow.
Too bad.
So I guess it's good you found out the truth, though.
Yeah, but it like made me kind of give up.
Yeah.
For a while.
I get it.
But yeah, so I was in the hospital for almost a month. I had IVs in me, and all these antibiotics. Ever since then, I have no.
Everything's good again now?
I don't have any sores. My vision came back.
Vision came back. Okay, that's important to have down here.
At night, especially.
Yeah.
I couldn't even, because the streets are dark.
Yeah.
At night, I couldn't even. That's what made me stop shooting up myself.
Oh, because you just couldn't even see.
I couldn't even see.
Wow.
I had to start paying somebody else to do it for me.
Sure.
Which actually I prefer now. It's just so much easier. because you don't miss, you don't get the sores. And if I
it's so weird seeing that. Like, this didn't happen with the regular heroin.
I never had an abscess before in my life.
I had one abscess because I missed coke one time really bad.
Oh, I did coke all the time.
Yeah.
I did coke more than heroin.
Yeah.
I never had an abscess before in my life.
I know, it's just so new to me.
Mm-hmm. And actually, if I'm like not around, I can't get around here.
Mm-hmm.
I just skin
pop it.
See, the reason people say like, well, you're not supposed. Yeah, well, fentanyl and tranquilizer are actually muscle drugs.
Right.
They're supposed to go in your muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that, you don't get high. You don't get a rush, but you still get high.
So
you still feel it.
Yeah.
You get you don't get an abscess. You don't get all that. When you think about it, the animals, the tranquilizer, they put it in their muscle. They don't put it in they don't look for a vein. And well, how can you get abscess? Because you're looking for a vein, and you're missing the vein. That's what it is.
Now, do you have any desire to try and get clean anytime, or are you like, okay out here right now?
No, I'm not okay.
No, you're not okay. I didn't mean that.
I know what you mean.
Some people are right in their drunk.
Some people are. I know what you mean. Some people are just comfortable.
Yeah.
And they just got comfortable, or they just gave up.
Well, a lot of the people I talk to are okay with being here.
Well, and I think a lot of it is their families. I feel like they have nothing else.
So if you were to get sober or try to, would you have sober support in the world?
Oh, yeah.
So you could reach out, where to reach out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
It's important support.
My parents would take me to any rehab in the country.
Yeah. That's awesome that you have that, though.
Yeah, I'm lucky, and I'm an asshole. Selfish asshole for not taking advantage.
Well, but it's your life, and you're not ready to stop getting high, though. At the end of the day,
the thing that kills me is the first time around, it was just me. I had a child after I got clean. Mm-hmm. He's 11. My parents have him.
Okay, so they take care of him.
Yeah, they're still married and everything. Because his dad's all fucked. His dad had a work accident where he was a roofer and he fell on his back 30 feet and he got prescribed.
Oh, so you got on painkillers and stuff?
Yeah, he has a rod in his pelvis. And so he has his own issue, but he used in front of me before I relapsed. But he knew I was like on the cusp of like relapse and shit, and that kind of I don't know how I haven't seen him in a while, but
okay. But it's good to have support if and when you're ready, if you are ever ready. That's for you to decide. So you were able to take some clothes from the donations I got. Mm-hmm. Anything?
See, I'm not normally. When I show people like my old Facebook, they're like, that is not you.
It's a rough life here, man. Out here, it gets hard. It
takes a toll on you.
On your body,
physically.
Your mind. Yeah. Everyone here that's been here for a little, you can tell they're just run down,
Yeah, that's what it is.
But you're sleeping on the street every night.
I don't sleep on the street.
You know what I'm saying. You guys are out here all the time. You're not eating right. You're doing a lot of drugs. Of course your bodies are going to run down. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else, if I get donations that you need, other than, you took like some tights? You said shorts, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. You're tiny, right? Size 0, you said?
Yeah, I always was.
Right.
I always was small, like my whole family were all chicken legs. Like we were all skinny.
Right.
Even except my aunts and our uncles. Okay. We're all skinny. It's just genetic, but I'm not this tiny.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this quick interview. Mm-hmm. I see you all the time here, so I'll keep up with you and see, keep talking to see what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, Jillian, I'll talk to you later. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm sitting here with Danielle. How you doing?
Living my best life.
All right. Do you want to just give me a little bit your history, like where you're from, how old you are,
So I was born in Bucks County. Lived in Mayfair. I went to Catholic school for like 7 years. Lived in Jersey for a little bit. Went to Lincoln. Moved to far away because I ended up in a group home. But I ended up getting married and having my kids in Shippensburg, which is the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But and here I am in Philly.
How long has your run now? How long like on the streets now for?
I've been in and out of jail, but every time I've left jail, I've came back here.
Okay.
But it's been a good 3 years.
3 years,
Yeah.
okay. And you were addicted to the the regular heroin before this?
Yeah, initially when I was on drugs. Yeah.
Now, did you notice? Were you in active addiction when the switch was happening from fentanyl?
No.
Oh, okay. So you were sober, and then you came back and went right into fentanyl.
Yeah, I wasn't even like aware of it. I didn't even care about drugs at all.
Wow. Okay. And have you overdosed at all with the fentanyl?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It seems so. And you do deal with sores, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were saying off air you recently got medicine for them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're starting to get a little...
Yeah, and there's a lot of wound care around here that you can get.
All right. And you do take advantage of that sometimes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You were saying off air that you were staying in the tent?
I'm staying in the tent.
And it was just a hole was cut in it or something?
Yeah.
Okay. No, the only reason I'm not trying to embarrass you, the reason I'm saying
I'm not embarrassed by anything.
Okay.
Actually.
No, the reason I'm saying it is hopefully a lot of the people that watch will send tents and stuff. So
yeah,
I'm
I definitely need a tent and blankets and.
Okay.
It's rough.
Yeah. Have you tried rehab at all?
Yeah,
recently?
I've tried. Not recently, but I've tried rehab and just.
All right. You were saying you did have 8 years?
Yeah, I had 8 years clean.
Okay, and you were big into the recovery scene and all that. Yeah.
I was really big into smart recovery.
See, I can't. I'm not a religious person at all, so I didn't do the 12 steps. That's why I looked into the smart.
Yeah,
recovery.
I've never liked the 12 steps.
Yeah, it's not for me.
And I respect all recovery pathways, and I know recovery is really holistic, but the way I've researched how people stay sober is crazy, because there's a lot of different pathways of recovery.
Yeah, and I think it's different for everyone. Everyone's journey.
Yeah, one of my friends, she got clean with beekeeping.
Wow. Well, that's cool. So probably just that she's just busy doing it.
Yeah, she makes honey and stuff like that.
That's awesome. So she found a good hobby.
Yeah, it's random, but that's what she likes. That's what motivates her.
That's awesome. A lot of what motivates me to stay sober now is the video equipment doing this.
Yeah.
That's so I understand where she's coming from with that.
Yeah, I was a recovery specialist. That's what kept me clean for a long time. It's just a lot of stuff happened at one time. I think I just didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah. And if we don't know how to handle things, we
no.
go get high.
Exactly.
How it does. Now, do you have any desire to get clean now, or are you okay with your run right now?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. No, it's good to be honest.
Just
with
saying.
It.
I mean, only because I think about everything that I have to do. And how much, even when I was clean, it didn't even matter that I was clean. I was still a drug addict, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have jail time that I have to do, and I wonder if I'll ever get my kids back or if I'll ever see my kids, Right. So if I think about that, it's really it fucks me up.
Yeah, I get that.
It fucks me up for a little bit, and then I get high and I'm cool.
Yeah. Just get high to mask the pain, whatever, and move on.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think it's important that you are honest with yourself about not wanting to,
I have to continue to be honest with myself, and I'm honest with everyone at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to hide about it, because why should I?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I guess you did a interview on another channel, and I didn't, like I said, I don't watch any other channels. I had I'd say honestly about 5 people reach out to me to talk to you, just to interview you, because they said you were such a good, so outgoing and personable and
yeah.
joking.
I mean, I've had really good experiences, and I met a lot of people down here with interviews and just walking around here.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've seen you now. So
once I figured out who you were after Isabel was messaged me, asked me, and once I found out, as soon as I saw it was you, I was like, oh yeah, I see her all the time. So, that's cool. So you don't want to show me your arms or nothing like that, but they are healing. That's what people were really worried
they're
about.
a lot better than they were in the last video that I did on the other channel.
Okay.
And I actually have antibiotics that I'm taking, and the Savage Sisters place.
Yeah.
They help a lot with that.
Okay. No, that's just important.
It's just like people don't understand. It doesn't matter. I have to stop shooting dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna go away.
Right. No, that's
even people that smoke crack and smoke dope have the wounds.
I know.
And they don't shoot.
I know, that's so crazy. I just interviewed I forget who it was I interviewed, and they were literally just smoking crack.
Yep.
And the wounds were in their legs.
Yep.
That's so wild to me. And that's all from the trank, the xylitol.
Yeah, and there's trank in the crack, and
yeah. Well, so I tested the other day. You know, they hand out the testers at Prevention Point. I was interviewing the girl Tori, and she had a bunch of them. I was like, let me just try them out. And we tried a dope bag and a crack vial. Both of them had trank and fentanyl. Even a crack had trank in it. It was so wild to
it's
me.
crazy, right?
That's like, even with me, like I love crack a lot. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
It feels awesome to smoke. But even now, I'm 7 years off that shit. If I come down here and try that with the fentanyl in it, I'll probably die.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth it for me.
A lot of people die from that stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you like the feeling of it? Do you like the high? From the trank?
No, like I hate it all.
Yeah.
The only reason why I started doing it is to come down from the crack.
Okay.
It's like a speedball.
Wow. So
I hate it.
You hate it, right? Is your drug of choice? Would you say crack now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're okay.
Yeah, like I did a bag of dope earlier, and my boyfriend, he came up. He's like, "What were you doing?" I was so worried. I was like, "This." I was sleeping. He's like, "No, you were nodded out. You don't even realize that you go out like that."
Yeah.
He said that I did a bag yesterday and I was all over the place, and I woke up and I was like halfway out the tent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
don't even realize what you're doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, almost everyone that gets in my car, if they're on that, as soon as they're comfortable in the seat, they're out like a light and it could be a while. And I got like a soft spot for you guys, so I'll usually let you sleep for like an hour. You know what I mean? But like, you're right. And the scary part is, I could do anything I want to the person that's like literally anything.
Yeah, you get your pockets ran, anything.
Way more, if I was like a predator, like, it's so it's gotta be scary for you guys that, if you're doing dates, getting out of cars.
Yeah, that's why if I do a date or something like that, I don't get high.
Okay, so you may wait till afterwards.
Yeah, it's all business to me.
Yeah, no, I get that. A lot of the girls that I've interviewed have said that now. Like, even with Amber, when I first interviewed her, she was like, I'd get in the car with someone and I'd wake up in a bush somewhere with no pants on. It's like, man,
that's too much.
Yeah, and like, it's just wild like that. She was, it was okay, and she had to like make that okay in her head.
Yeah.
Continue doing it.
Yeah.
It's wild. So you do have to deal with sexual assault and stuff down here as a female. That's scary. And I guess the trank makes it that much worse.
Yeah, that's why I don't get high down here.
Okay.
I get high in my tent.
Yeah. Okay.
I've learned my lesson a lot.
Yeah.
And like I don't get high down here.
Well, I have to admit, because I do, I observe a lot of people, and you are always like alert when I see you and moving around.
Yeah.
A lot of the other girls I see are nodded out. And, every time I see you, you're bouncing around.
I'm always on a mission.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, so you need tent. Anything else? If I can clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
What size?
Medium.
Medium.
Yeah.
All right. What do you like? Sweatpants? Is that word? But now
Leggings.
shorts. Leggings. Okay. All right. Actually, I have a couple pair of medium leggings, female leggings at my house. So I'll look for you tomorrow. I'll be back down tomorrow. I'll bring it down there. Anything else? Think of?
Not right now. I don't really like asking for stuff.
No, I trust me. I get that. Well, another quick question: would your boyfriend be open to doing an interview?
Yeah.
Okay, because like I said, I like interviewing guys more.
Yeah. He would.
I feel I have more in common with them, but the girls are the ones that gets the views.
Yeah, him and I have been through a lot down here, but he puts up with my shit. I'm an asshole.
So how long have you guys been together?
3 years.
3 years? Okay, okay. So this whole run you guys been, okay.
Yeah, we're like Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, okay.
He's like the male version of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good you have someone to run with down here. It makes it that much better.
It does, but it's hard down here. It's all about drugs.
Yeah.
And we forget sometimes that we really need to appreciate each other, you know, because one of my friends died a couple of days ago, and you know her boyfriend's a mess walking down here.
Wow.
All dirty, just bug-eyed, and like doing weird shit. And we sat down and we had to appreciate each other. We remind each other.
Well, absolutely, especially, you know, with the lifestyle you guys live. I mean, I don't want it's scary, but either one of you can die at any second, you know? That's I've
saved his life, he's saved my life. I've saved like 15 lives down here.
Yeah. Now, what was your friend that passed? Was it a fentanyl overdose or was it an infection?
No, it was cocaine. She shot cocaine and she fished out, and someone Narcaned her, which blew up her heart, basically.
Oh, so that's what we were just talking about? Oh, my God. Yeah, because when you said that she died from cocaine, I was like trying to like wrap my head around how that happened.
Like I knew someone's dad down here. He died from overdosing from cocaine, but had fentanyl in it. So it's different. It can happen any way. Anyway.
That's the one thing that keeps me away from relapsing at all down here. It's literally in everything, right?
Everything, dude.
Yeah. Now, can you even the pressed Xannies down?
Yeah, they're all fentanyl.
It's all fentanyl. Like you couldn't even find a real.
Unless you're coming from the doctor, which is rare.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. I have your number or your Facebook so we can stay in touch and all that.
Of course.
And then I want to, hopefully we'll set up I'll bring the leggings down tomorrow. And we can set up your boyfriend's interview.
Yeah,
I like getting the...
He's got a really interesting story, too.
That's awesome. I would like to... Maybe even later on today if he's around.
Yeah, he's around. He's probably looking for me.
All right, cool. All right, well, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. And, going forward, can we do updates and all that?
Of course.
All right. Awesome. All right. Thanks again, Danielle.
See ya.
All right. I'm sitting here with Dan. How you doing?
What's up, man?
All right. You just want to tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, you know, how old you are, stuff like that.
I was born in South Jersey, but my dad's from Philly, so used to go back and forth as a kid, moved around a lot. Anyway, I ended up in Philly for like most of my life.
Okay. How old are you now? You said 42?
Oh, I'm 38.
30. I'm sorry. Okay. How long have you been getting high for?
Maybe about 20 years.
Okay. So we talked about this off air, but I want to, so you were around for the original. The
brown dope, yeah. The original dope.
Now, did you notice the switch over when it was happening to Fetty, or were you like, you know, just looked up and you noticed?
I was dead set against it, dude. When Fetty first came, I was just like, I did not want any fentanyl. I was just like, everything brown, dude. I want real heroin. Mm-hmm. I was dead set against it, man. But then slowly it started creeping into the heroin, and I started getting addicted to the fentanyl. Eventually, I was just like, don't give me any brown dope. I just want fentanyl.
Do you enjoy the fentanyl high?
I do.
Now you do?
It's just ephemeral. It doesn't last as long, and it goes away, and then you need it quicker. You're sick quicker.
Yeah, that's everyone I talk to. It's like within a couple hours.
Yo.
And it's crazy because when you were doing that original, the brown H, I remember I'd come down here with $25 and be good for the day if I needed to.
Yep.
You know,
yeah,
a bag in the morning, a bag at night to go to sleep with.
Yep, you could do a bag in the morning and be cool all day. Yeah. Sometimes to the next day.
Go to work.
Yep. You could work all day, all that.
Yeah.
None of that stuff with this new stuff. No way.
Yeah.
My last job is exactly how I quit. I literally had to go to my boss and tell him, listen, I can't finish my shift. I'm addicted to drugs. I get sick in the middle of the shift. I can't. Wow. I won't be of any use to you.
So one 8-hour shift you couldn't make it through.
I couldn't make it through. I was going to the bathroom and shooting up.
Yeah.
And hiding it from him. Maybe he was suspecting it, maybe he wasn't, I don't know, but I went to him and just was completely honest, like, look, I ain't gonna make it through any more of your shifts, dude. I don't want you to be responsible for something that I do when I'm high.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, if you need some help getting into rehab, and then once you get help, you can come back, and all this. He was real nice about it.
That's good. I'm sure he appreciated the honesty, you know what I mean, before things got out of control there. Have you tried rehabs or anything recently? Anything like that?
No, I haven't tried any recently.
Okay, all right. How long have you been like this on the streets now for?
For this run, it's been about a year.
About a year? Yeah. Okay, so you had housing a year ago? Or
I got out of, I went violated state parole and went back to prison, came home. I was staying with my parents.
Okay.
And then I had my own place. I had moved into my own place. I had my own apartment. I was independent. I was working independent. I had my own place, and I started, you know, getting high again.
Yeah. Now, the xylazine. Well, what's your thoughts on that, the trank? Because that's the reason we're gonna get into here a second about why I interviewed you or why we started talking. Like, do you enjoy the high from the trank?
Yeah, I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
And it's, even though it's eating up your body, right?
Yeah, it's tearing me up.
So the reason I was at the Clearfield Encampment, just so the people that are watching this can get some little background, and I took a picture of someone's sore, and then you came up and you were like, I bet you mine's worse, or said something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show your hands on camera right now, how swollen they are.
This is just what happens when you get the sores on your arms. Your hands swell up from cellulitis. My finger right now, for some reason, I have no idea why, is in so much pain. Like it's not. The pain started to subside but for the past few days, it's been in serious pain.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I can't move it. I can't.
And your left arm is the one with the sores.
And my left arm is the bad one.
All right. Now I showed you my friend Jess's leg.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want you to take you just got it fresh bandaged and wrapped and all this. We're not going to have you open it up to show us.
Right.
How bad? And now that picture was after a month of healing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your arm like compared to that?
I'm gonna say it's pretty similar. It's similar. As far as the way that there's cavities.
Yeah.
You know, like big, deep chunks of flesh missing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And you said you are getting ready to go to Temple to get it?
Yeah, the plan is to go to Temple University Hospital, the main campus, and get it.
More on Broad Street, right? Yeah.
Broad Street.
You said they're a little bit better with keeping you guys.
They're better. From my experience, they're better at maintaining withdrawal. But there's one hospital that I haven't gone to that they might be okay at it too. I don't know.
Yeah.
In my experience, Temple's the best.
Yeah. And now the withdrawal from the xylazine is that. How horrible is that? Because I'm hearing nightmares about that.
Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. I kicked brown dope. I kicked heroin.
Yeah.
Cold turkey. I kicked fentanyl, almost cold turkey. Like just getting by with just like a little pieces of sub. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? On my brother's couch, just itching, getting through it.
Yeah.
I've been in the hospital with, and I'm not exaggerating. I was given 160 milligrams of oxy. Right?
Wow.
That's not all. 6 milligrams of Dilaudid. And being microdosed Suboxones. All at the same time.
And it wasn't... because none of those...
It not only did it not help, it didn't even touch the withdrawal. Didn't even touch it. It was like I was eating candy like it was nothing. Like I was eating candy. I'm talking about 160 milligrams of oxy. That's enough to put a bear down, dude. That's a lot. That's a lot of Oxycontin.
That would probably kill someone if they tried that for the first time ever.
If you have never tried any opioids in your system, ever in your life, and it took that much oxy, you die.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and I'm eating it like it's nothing.
Yeah. I know. So I guess that's kind of goes to show people why you guys are so scared to go into the hospitals or rehabs.
I'm scared of withdrawal, man. I have tried to go into the hospital, and there's been times where I've said, this is it, this is it, I don't care, I'm done. I'm not gonna lose my arm to this stuff. And then I would go in there and I would be in there, man, and it would be like day 4 or day 5, and I'd be like, bro, enough of this. Wow. I walk out, tell the nurses, that's it. Take the IV out. I'm done.
Wow.
And they'd expect it. They say, okay.
So they're normal. They're almost used to it.
They beg you not to leave. They beg me not to leave.
Yeah.
They do. Hey, please don't leave, Mr. Bradley. You're gonna lose your arm. Yeah. They beg me.
So does it make you feel a little bit better going to the hospital knowing that Jess was able to save her whole leg?
Absolutely.
So that's got to be a little bit comforting for you.
It's very relieving. The fact that they can save her leg because it's similar to mine.
Yeah.
And
she had just, so I just talked to her this week. She's in Valley Forge rehab. They just started her skin grafts and they're holding on her leg. So, and that 3 months in now, she's getting her skin grafts already. So, you know, it's a shitty process you're gonna go through. You know, it's gonna suck, but it can happen. You know, and your arm can get saved. You know.
Well, yeah, let's hope we pull this off.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot of work. It's gonna be, you know, it's just you're gonna have to pull the cord. Do you know when you're planning on going to Temple? Have you gotten that?
Yeah, I do. I do know exactly which day I'm gonna go and what time I'm gonna go. I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Now you just gotta mentally.
But the last time I was in the hospital, I talked to the nurse and I told her it's hard to stay. And the nurse said something that it hits me because we deep. She said, "Well, it takes a strong person." And every time I leave, I'm just like, why am I so weak? But it's so difficult.
I don't agree with her saying that though, man. It's with that withdrawal, and it is something. I mean, it's one of the worst. It might be the worst pain I've ever went through. And you're saying this Xylazine is worse than the OxyContin withdrawal, which
it's
or heroin.
It's the worst thing I've ever been through. It's the most difficult thing I've ever been through. I'd say that anybody, and I haven't met anybody yet, who was kicked like the Xylazine, like but because it's so fresh, you know, we don't have people who have 5, 10, 20 years clean from Xylazine. We don't have that yet. You know what I mean?
So you don't know what like the long-term effects are, none of that.
So I don't have anybody that to look up to as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
Even through AA or NA or stuff like that.
No, I get what you're saying there.
Right,
yeah, you can't like ask someone like what they went through or how they handled it.
Because you can go to a meeting and you can find somebody who's 20 years clean from alcohol or cocaine or heroin or even fentanyl, but you can't find anybody who's been kicking trank that long.
Yeah.
Not here. Not
you
yet.
can go to Puerto Rico.
Maybe even Puerto Rico,
man.
man.
Rural Puerto Rico, they've been doing it there since the 90s. But
right.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing you brought up, man, because like you know, you're going through something almost blind, like you don't know what to affect.
That's what's so scary about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like am I going to get out of this? Am I going to lose my arm, or am I going to keep my arm, or am I going to lose both my arms and my leg? Like, what's going to go on? Because I see guys who are, you know, they say the older you are, the wiser you are, and I see guys twice my age out here in wheelchairs, still getting limbs cut off. You know,
it's hard, man. Once you're on these streets, it is so hard to get off. And you know, I got lucky. I have all the support in the world outside. I got lucky. Now, do you have sober support that you can lean on if you choose to get clean, or is that something you'll have?
I do. I have a family that. We have a mutual thing where when I'm getting high and I'm in this, we don't talk to each other.
Right.
You know, I don't want them to see me like this, and they don't want to see me like 100%. This. So we just stay away from each other. Yep. It's not, there's no love lost or any hatred towards each other, but you know, that's our mutual thing. If I'm in this mode, we don't go around each other.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, but once you're doing good, I'm sure that.
No, if I'm doing good, they'll be 100% supportive.
So sober support is so important when you're trying to get yourself right. All right, Dan, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I come down here a lot, so I check it up on you. Hopefully you go get the arm clean, you know. Do you have a phone number you can give me or anything? Or you don't know for number? Okay.
Unfortunately.
No worries. It's all good. I know. And you guys get your shit stolen down here so much.
Yep.
Everyone I talk to, they give you their phone number, and then, you know, if it's in a week, they need another one.
Right. No,
all right, bud. I appreciate it. All right. I'm sitting here with Carter. How you doing, Carter?
Been better.
You want to just give me a little bit about your history, where you're from, how old you are, basics.
So I'm 33, originally from I've moved around a lot, so I lived in a lot of places. Jersey, Wilmington, Philly, Michigan, Atlanta, Indiana, back and forth between Wilmington and Trenton a lot.
Now, was that like your dad's job moving around, or is that just you bouncing all over? The reason I ask is I'd moved all over the place when I was growing up too.
Yeah, so I never met my dad. I met him once at his funeral when I was like 11, and then so it was me and my mom bouncing around a lot. She was like a mechanic when I was younger, so we moved to Delaware. She worked at like Chrysler and Lear, and then we moved to Detroit. She worked for GM. Okay. And then she sent me to Atlanta and Indiana for a little bit. That's why I was in those places. Okay. But she was an addict as well. And like by the time I was 12, she was like a full-blown addict. We were like, bouncing around in bandos and homeless. And I remember I got locked up one time when I was like 15. And I got sent away for like a year. I came home. Well, I came back to Delaware, and she was pretty far gone. And in my mind, like I was just popping pills and smoking bud, so I wasn't bad off. She was smoking crack, so she had a problem. And so like I was trying to get her to stop, and she didn't like that. I was trying to kick all her friends, out the bando and like get her away from that whole situation. And she eventually just said, if you're going to keep making this difficult for me, then I'm going to leave. And she left. And I think I didn't see her again for like a couple years. So I was like 19 or something.
Wow. So you're dealing with a lot of trauma and, stuff in the past. I get that. How old were you when you started using hard drugs?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I dibbled and dabbled a little bit when I was a teenager. Like, like I smoked hard with my mom. When I was like 16, I tried it. I wanted to know what it was, why she was like so gung ho about like continuing to do it. Right. I didn't do heroin until I was like 21, 22, but I was heavy on perks.
Okay. So did you make the switch from perks to heroin just because of the money thing?
Yeah, it's an economical decision.
Right. I think I'm pretty sure almost every heroin addict in America goes that route. I know I sure did,
Yeah, everybody that I know, that's what happened.
This is a pain pill?
Yeah, where pain pills were like, they were flooded in the streets, and then the government, clamped down on it, and it started getting more expensive and harder to get, and heroin was regularly available.
Especially if you live anywhere around this awesome neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, this is the easiest, you can grab drugs right there and you can do them right there. Yeah. And the cops can be right there watching you do it and they don't do anything.
Well, there's a cop right there across the street and there's people shooting up right there, so you're absolutely right. It's the hardest for me to get used to here is the open air, getting high in the open. Because when I used to come here, as a white boy, we needed to hide all our drugs as good as possible, get in and get the fuck out, it was just scary. But so seeing all this stuff in open is wild to me.
Yeah, well, it's all part of, I mean, it's a whole other thing, but you can see it coming up the L. They're just gentrifying every section of the city.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, when I do a video, I was down in Lower Kensington, down that way, past Huntington, down that. There's $500,000, $750,000 townhomes down there now. Yeah. You're right, they're moving up this way right now.
Yeah, they're starting to pop up here and there.
And I'm wondering where they're going to try and, quote unquote, force you guys to, or the homeless.
Well, you can see they're starting to push people out here and there. And then like a couple properties are starting to get bought up. And that's all it is. They're just letting this happen, letting property values plummet, buying them up real cheap, and then they'll kick people out, and then they'll rebuild.
What happened? Sound? I don't know what happened with the sound, guys.
Basic.
I'm not sure what happened, guys. Do you have sound? Yeah, I don't know what. I'm not sure what's going on. I might have messed up the sound when I was uploading this stuff. I might have to re-upload the end of it. I can't figure out why.
Well, that's too much.
Yeah, I can't hear it either. I don't know what to say. I might have to redo this. We might have to pick this up at a different time. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Even when I turn it on, I don't hear sound right now, though. Can you guys hear this? Her? Katie? Because I can't. Well, I'm going to have to re-download this, guys. Yeah, it must be something with the interview. I might have muted the interview or something like that. I'll just have to redo it. Who'd you guys stop at? Him? Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to re-download this shit, and we'll have to do it again next week. Sorry about that, guys. I know you like the interview marathons. I don't know what happened. Not sure what happened. On a good note, I made some good money today on my stocks. Good day in the stock market. No. I'm trying to think who Maya is. Was that the girl that went to Florida? I can't remember. This is the new hold on. This is the other Osmo Pocket 3 that I have. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. Yeah, I just do the triple Q and NVIDIA. They always go up. What's up, Senix? How you doing? I don't know. I was gonna go today, and then I freaking remembered that I was doing this. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. No, I haven't actually. Last I heard, she was in Valley Forge doing good. I don't. That's the extent of what I know with Amber. I hope she freaking sticks it out finally. I don't know how many more times she has doing this shit. You can hear sound with Carter. That's so weird. Nobody else can. Carter was the one that got turned off on, I think. So what's everyone's plans for the weekend? Anything good? I forgot if I asked you guys already. I'm like I said, I got Danielle or Dominique's funeral, and then I'm gonna go out and do something. Hey, Isabel, did you say that Danielle's out of jail finally? I'm trying to think. Subway? Ooh, that sounds good, actually. I'm about to go get my yeah. Sorry, my you remember that video that Mal did when he filmed that girl when she was passed out and she had flies all over her vagina? Well, my friend sent me this and I'm just letting him know that. It was Mal. He's a piece of shit. He's the one that did it. I would never film something like that. But what are you gonna do? I'm going to get what's it called? Bo soon. I gotta go. I got what am I trying to say? I gotta go pick up one of those yeah, it's a disgusting. You don't want to see it. It was last summer. He was sitting there filming. The girl was passed out on the sidewalk, and she had she had yoga pants on, and she had like 100 flies on her pants where her vagina is. Wait, who's ignoring whose messages? I didn't see any messages. I don't know what you're talking about. I said I was going to Reading this weekend. Yeah, it is gross and not, it's just disgusting. I can't film shit like that. But what are you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go to get my lunch, and then I gotta go pick up. I ordered Facebook Marketplace. I found one of them generator things for $150. I'm gonna go pick that up, and then I will see you guys on Sunday. I should not be in Pennsylvania anymore on Sunday. I don't want to jinx myself, but let's hope that. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this down now. I will reload. Thanks, Senex. I'll re-upload this starting from. That is good. That is really good. But I got to go into the city, so I'm going to go to the Vietnam Palace on Vine Street, which is the best. But you're right. That is really good. I have to go into the city, though. All right, everyone. I love you. I'll have